ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pigskin Mafia Podcast. We are 5 picks late, unfortunately, due to my incompetence. I thought it was going to be later on, but let me tell you guys something. This has been a okay draft so far. I mean, we knew that Caleb Williams was going to go to Chicago, of course, you know, but Jaden Daniels and Drake May. Oh, Jesus. Caleb Williams and Drake May, or good grief, Jaden Daniels going to the Commanders. I think that's a good fit for Washington. I think it's a fantastic fit for Jaden Daniels. Now, Drake May to New England. I'm not really sold on Drake May, so we'll see what happens. But the pick is in for the New York Giants. Who do they get?
They got Malik Nabbers.
Malik Neighbors from LSU.
Neighbors. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
For those that don't know, welcome to the Pigskin Mafia Podcast Draft Special. I am your host, TJ Riddell, and with us is Jamo or Jamo. Our editor's producer. We're working on the fly, and we're running a little late. Jamo, how are you doing, and what are you looking forward to seeing out of your Pittsburgh Steelers?
Just something good, man. We've been like, man, we have been like struggling ever. I can't remember ever since Ben left, actually. So really, what I would like to see is a good quarterback pickup. I don't think Russell Wilson
really
guy. I'm sorry, I think.
What about Justin Fields, though? You think Justin Fields?
I think Justin Fields would add. I think Justin Fields would add a lot. I think Justin Fields would add a lot to the equation, man.
Okay. So possibly a backup role or something like that. But just look at Malik Neighbors' speed after the catch. Like right here, he goes around the corner and just beats the defense into the end zone. My problem with Neighbors, he drops a lot of passes. But it's good to see him being drafted this early. His QB going to the Commanders, rival in the NFC East. So you'll see them twice going after each other. Like, look at this. He has a quick release. Beautiful route right there. I like his route running more than anything.
Oh, yeah.
And just being able to beat defenders off the ball right there.
Yeah,
but
got speed. That's for sure.
Yeah, speaking of wide receivers, Marvin Harrison Jr. going to the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray is probably smiling. And then Joe Alt to the Chargers. I'm telling you, that's going to be a big factor for the Chargers. Yeah, definitely. But, man, we came in clutch at the right time. Missed already 5 different picks, but they were all predictable except for the Joe Alt one. I kind of went with Roma Dunze and Joe Alt to the Giants, but
Tennessee is on the clock right now.
We are through 6 picks, and we only have
players
left in the green room.
This is crazy. This is the fastest draft that I have seen.
Yeah, like crazy. Like we were trying to get set up when Caleb Williams was drafted. Like I lost track of time because I'm an idiot, you know.
Nah, we all did, man. Not just you.
Yeah. And Caleb is trying to get on, you know, but his laptop's running really slow right now, so
that's fine.
Patience is a virtue. I will say that right now. But yeah, as you can see, the ticker right there, beautiful. You got a picture of Caleb Williams to the Bears, Jaden Daniels to the Commanders. Well done. Well done, Jamo.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't do none of that shit. So let's talk a little bit about Caleb Williams going to the Bears. I wasn't surprised, but I think you're really just replacing Justin Fields with another Justin Fields. Really, he may be better as a passer, but I don't know, man. I'm not sold on Caleb Williams. I'm really not sold with this entire draft, man. I'm really not. As far as like quarterback play, oh, the pick is in for the Titans, by the way. I'm also watching TV or watching the draft that way too. Those ways and that ways. So, yeah. I was talking to somebody before the draft, and they told me this is like one of the, or not a good running back draft, you know. So expect a running back to be drafted either day 2, day 3. That kind of draft, you know. So it's gonna be very interesting in the next couple of days. Obviously, we're only covering the first round. This is the first round draft special. Um, we don't have a whole lot of time to cover all 7 rounds. If we did, we would have been already up and coming, you know what I mean? So, um, but yeah, man, I'm really excited to see what Dallas can do with this draft pick. They didn't do shit in the offseason. Uh, I won't be disappointed if they draft another fucking stupid pick. Uh, I don't know, man. I just think that Dallas continues to fumble the ball every fucking chance. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But they're just god awful. Okay, Caleb's about to come in, brother.
All right. So, guys, we're going to take a little break then, and we will be right back. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back with the the Tennessee Titans pick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. There was a couple picks that were made. One of them was a shocker, the last pick overall. And as you can see, we there we go.
In the Josh Rosen draft when he ended up going 10th overall.
Atlanta picked Michael Penix Jr.
For the QBs.
What the fuck?
And now
that made no sense. I would have traded back if I was the Falcons, or at least get Byron Murphy or Latu to help with the 3 technique or on the outside rush. Jamo, did the Falcons actually need Michael Penix Jr. or did they just?
Remember, they have Kirk Cousins, so I mean,
yeah,
that's like you were saying, they just killed. Pick is in for the
Bears already. I wouldn't be surprised if they picked up Odunze here.
Yep.
Okay, we're back to chalk, guys.
Rome Odunze, exactly who they picked up.
Yep.
Rome Odunze, wide
That
receiver
is
from Washington. You know, it's crazy the amount of Washington kids that have been coming in lately. Washington has a good program going on down there.
Hey, they
have a really good
they
program
have some
going on.
They have some bad motherfuckers on that offense, man. And their offensive line's insane, dude. But as you can see, J.C. Latham went to the Titans. Rome Odunze, I love this kid right here. He's a very, very good athlete. He has a very good high point as a receiver. To me, he's the best receiver in the draft. He's the best wide receiver overall.
Well, and it's crazy because, he's going to Chicago with Caleb Williams, which is the #1 pick in all these mock drafts. So, I mean, man, that's going to be a really good weapon for Caleb Williams.
Oh, sure.
To have in his arsenal. That's going to be really, really good. So I'm excited
for
to see
sure.
what they'll do. I'm excited to see how they play, and I'm really excited to see. Be awesome.
And my thing is this, like, they already have DJ Moore out there as well, and they just picked up Keenan Allen. So, get a young man to learn from Keenan Allen, like Rome Odunze. Like, look at this high point right there.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful
awesome.
high point. And then the out and ups right here. God dang. Or it looked like a hitch up right there. And I think Xavier Worthy does a better job with those whip routes, but still a pretty decent whip route. And he's a pretty physical receiver.
And any receiver that can do that and get that physical, like, I don't know if he's a slot receiver, but damn sure needs to be because he is very, very physical. That's typically a quality that you want to see in slot receivers is that physicality.
Look at this play right here.
That
like,
ability
comes
to
up,
make a play after. Yeah.
Like, he could be all around. He could be a true #1 if he puts his mind to it.
He absolutely could be.
I think that helps Caleb Williams. I think that they should have gotten Brock Bowers. I think that would help him out even more than getting another weapon out on the outside or the slot position. But you know what? Rome Odunze is a good pick,
Yeah.
Good pick so far. And no trades. There's been no fucking trades so far.
That is the rising part. That is the rising part.
We were this close from getting a trade from the Chargers. They were in talks with the Vikings and Giants, or actually it was the Patriots. I'm sorry, the Patriots and the Vikings and the Giants were talking last minute.
Jets and Vikings just traded.
So the Vikings will get the #10 pick, and the Jets will get the 11th pick.
Yep.
Vikings, JJ McCarthy.
Oh yeah. Especially think about it. Just losing Cousins, like that had to hurt. So
Yeah.
now they get the opportunity to make up for that in JJ McCarthy. I think that's going to be a great.
Yeah.
That's
trade number
actually
one,
a
folks.
great trade.
And it will make a lot of sense because JJ McCarthy in this.
I mean, it's right there too. Like they just swap spots basically.
I think Minnesota.
The Jets don't need a. They don't need a future quarterback. They got Aaron Rodgers. You know, even though he got hurt in the first 4 plays last year, I think that Aaron Rodgers is going to come back pretty strong.
I agree with you.
I tell you what, man, this is going to be interesting where the Vikings go with this. They go with JJ McCarthy or Bo Nix. And then there's Kaleb Williams, who I'm really not that sold on as a leader, as a player. He's very talented. I'm not really sold on him. First 3 picks, quarterbacks, obviously. But we also have Michael Penix Jr. as a quarterback. So 8 quarterbacks, Jamo. 8 quarterbacks. That is insane. Or actually 4 quarterbacks. I'm sorry.
That is.
But,
well, and this is a very quarterback heavy. Like drafted.
Well, it looks like it's just gonna be me and you, Jamo.
Yeah, I figured that much to be the case. That's all right.
No worries. But Rome Odunze and Kaleb Williams, but that really doesn't help Chicago out if you think about it.
Doesn't.
Their offensive line is horrendous. So if I'm Chicago, I go after an offensive lineman in the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Chicago. They've got good skill players, but the thing they need to focus on right now is who's up front. You know, I think who's up front is going to.
Yeah, but this is a very, very underrated offensive line draft. Like, really, it's a very interesting lineman draft, like defensive and offensive.
Yep.
So I heard that running backs probably have the worst grade out of anybody. Defensive backs really not there. Linebackers, it's really just a lineman and really good receiving. Really good receiving draft.
You know, I'm pretty certain that we're about to see McCarthy's name pop up, which for the Steelers, that's a big hit because I was projecting this to actually, but like I said, the Steelers have their.
He fits. So it's crazy. Michigan really didn't expose JJ McCarthy that much as far as like letting him throw the ball often because Jim Harbaugh is primarily run. And look what he did with Colin Kaepernick and many other guys, like, and JJ McCarthy, like, turned him into pro style run balance offenses, and it's gonna be very interesting, and I'm really just excited to see Sketch do the Texans draft pick. I don't know if it's the first round, but we'll see.
To help make the Minnesota Vikings selection.
And I'm not sure who this is.
I'm pretty sure JJ McCarthy.
It's either gonna be JJ. It's either gonna be JJ or Bo Nix. This is freaking wild.
Zachary died after a battle with cancer, a cancer that was discovered after he was injured during his second deployment to Iraq. We salute him and thank his family and TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance
Okay.
Program for Survivors, which offers care to those grieving
Fallen soldier.
of a military loved one.
A family of a
I'm
fallen
now going to
soldier.
turn this over to Sergeant Ewing's nephew, Asher, who will announce the pick in honor of his uncle.
Okay.
With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.
All right, they're gonna let the little kid obviously make the pick.
Yep. J.J. McCarthy. Called it.
Wow.
Great announcement there. Great emotional moment
Yeah.
on the stage.
You know, that's going to be a great place for him, especially with the culture
Yeah.
that their new head coach has just created. You know, he's done
Yeah.
really good as far as forming a powerful offense over at Minnesota, and that's just phenomenal on Minnesota's part. And also, this is gonna be best thing for Minnesota because their offense is
Yeah.
about to go to whole new places. You want a quarterback that can make plays? JJ McCarthy is. And
Oh,
I think that
definitely.
first word is most descriptive. He's just a winner. I
Yeah,
really don't
efficient.
like the comparison to Alex Smith. I really think he resembles Brett Favre, kind of like.
Yeah, let's see right here. Bam! Right there. Throws a bullet. So
His ability to
favorite
get out of the
target,
pocket. He's
Roman
just.
Wilson.
He actually kind of reminds me of Rodgers. Actually,
Yeah, he can.
believe
He's,
me.
he's got a Rodgers-esque in a way, you know, like.
He
and
does play like
I'll-
Rodgers.
And there's a guy that some people know, former Tulane great, Sean King actually coached JJ McCarthy out over in IMG Academy, so he knows JJ McCarthy's ability, and he believes that Michigan didn't really show what JJ McCarthy could do. So now with Minnesota getting JJ McCarthy, this is the best thing for both parties right now. 5 quarterbacks in the first round, no defensive players. JB called it. Coach JB called that shit.
Yeah, he did.
I believe he placed a bet that that there was not going to be any defensive players in the first 10 picks.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that the fucking Falcons threw a wrench in everything and just drafted a quarterback. But who knows? It could be a Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers situation.
It is not
Good.
a lack of elite plays. It is a lack
But
of elite plays. And
I love JJ McCarthy over Drake May.
they played offense, and he was an expert at running the offense.
I think that JJ McCarthy is in the best scenario
and he is the 5th quarterback
in this draft. Like, he's a lot better than what people give him credit for, and he's a very physical specimen.
Defense.
Like,
we have set a new record for
he can run the ball,
players
folks.
to
And
start a draft, and with
kid's
every
a fucking
pick,
winner.
that defense doesn't
Yeah,
go, that record
he is.
gets reset.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the top 2
New
players
York
left
Jets
your top
are on the clock,
300
ladies
right
and
now.
gentlemen. Who do we think the
Jared
Jets are
Verse,
going to go for? Who do
Dallas
you
Turner.
think?
Is that at all a consideration?
At this rate,
for the New
I'm
York Jets, or do
fucked on
they
my
take the
mock
third
draft.
offensive tackle?
Uh,
Now pick is in for the Jets.
Let's
Or is
see.
it Brock
Who do I
Bowers'
have
time?
for the Jets?
Bucky Brooks, what do you think?
Talisi
Yeah.
I think it's Brock
Buaga
Bowers'
from
time because
Oregon
when you look
State,
at where the
offensive
Jets are, they
tackle.
win
Pick is in
now
for the
mode.
Jets
You
already.
need a
That
big-time
was
playmaker
quick.
over
They
the
already
middle
knew
of
who
the
they
field with
wanted.
weapons that they've already
I
assembled.
Faster
think-
than the
I
New
think-
York Minute.
Aaron Rodgers is
I
coming
think
back.
they
You wanna
will
give
go
him
for a
easy
tackle here. I
completions,
really
but
do.
I'm to
I
really
think that they
challenge
will
the
go.
entire,
It's either going to be
field.
it's either going to be
Makes
the
sense to me
kid
to
out
put
of
Brock Bowers
Oregon
on
State,
the
or
front.
it's going to
2
be
tackles in free agency.
Yeah.
the
Is
kid
that
from
where this goes?
Washington,
I don't know. This is a hard one for me
Troy.
because Bowers gives you that all-in
Fontanu.
immediacy for Aaron Rodgers, and yet
I think
how
it's
long
going
is
to
Aaron
be
Rodgers gonna
very
be there? 'Cause
interesting
Morgan
where they
Moses is
go
gonna be
with this
34
one.
this year on the right side, and Teron Smith's
But
not getting younger on the
I'm
left side.
glad that the
Full
Vikings
CC
actually
Buaga could
picked up
step in and be maybe a starter this year at right tackle. So,
JJ
tough
McCarthy
call.
on that one.
Yeah, and is it
Yeah,
Fuaga?
I agree.
Is there a chance they prefer Troy Fautanu from Washington?
What a
right?
what a good
there's
pick
a lot
right
of
there.
possibilities there, but Brock Bowers, man, what an
I don't know if I
injury
would have
for
drafted
Aaron
him in the
Rodgers with
first
Garrett
round,
Wilson
but
on one side,
it's
Mike
better safe than
Williams,
sorry.
when he gets healthy on the other.
And how
I
about the
agree.
Jets' new uniforms, by the way? Scrambling out there. He's going to do the same exact shit
He is.
as
He
Justin
is.
Fields. I'm telling you guys, he's going to do the same shit as Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, it would not surprise me in the least if he did. That is for sure.
And
All
the
right.
Broncos have gotten their pick in.
Broncos have gotten their pick in already. Wow, I'm telling you, this is probably the fastest draft that I've ever been a part of, man.
Yeah, we're already on the 12th pick, folks.
We're already on the 12th pick, and this thing has been going for what, like 30 minutes? That's crazy. Usually it takes us about like at least 50 to get to this. So,
Well,
all right, Tracker is updated. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.
Yeah, I'll keep everybody busy. Yeah, so I like where I like that pick from the Jets. I really do. The Broncos, they're kind of fucked. Okay. Starting off with their god awful uniforms. We go from a good uniform to a shitty uniform, looking like Blue Mountain State. I gotta tell you guys, I'm really not sure where they're gonna go. If they're just gonna tank for a quarterback next year, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure with what's gonna end up happening with Denver. They really screwed the pooch this offseason. But Sean Payton is a very good coach. He knows what he's doing, so we'll see what happens with Denver Broncos.
So, and I'm guessing we're talking about Denver, right?
Yes, how horrendous their uniforms are.
So,
Which, by the way,
Yep.
we're gonna have our next show. We're gonna rank.
Oh, we've got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
as soon as we get the chance, we have some stuff to talk about. More than the NFL draft, we are going to have a big talk box for me to address some issues going on. Just a little preview of that. Certain esports organization that is under the gun, run by a former NFL player. So look out for that. That is going. Oh, what's up?
Former Longhorn too.
Former Longhorn as well.
Welcome
Yes,
back.
is.
Draft
It's
Center
unfortunate.
presented by
All right,
FedEx.
here we go.
Back here with you.
Broncos pick.
The surprise
is
of the night,
in.
Michael Penix, fifth quarterback
Yep.
off the board, fourth quarterback off the board for the
I
Atlanta
think they've had that
Falcons
pick
at
in
8.
for a while.
Broncos go quarterback,
If I'm
making
not mistaken.
6.
Yeah, they had that
quarterbacks
pick
off the board
pick
the
in for a
first
while.
12.
Look at them
After
stooges.
J.J. McCarthy
Look
went
at them
11,
fucking dweebs.
10,
Like,
and then Olu Fashanu, the third offensive lineman off the
you
board
can't
for the
come up
Jets
with a
after
better
that quick.
uniform concept.
saw
I
J.J.
think
McCarthy,
people already know where I'm
quarterback
gonna rank
coach, give a
the
high
Denver
five.
Broncos
Look very
jerseys
excited.
and
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's
combinations.
excited about the
Like-
weapon or if he's excited about the quarterback.
Yeah, I
obviously,
don't
look,
think
if it's a
I don't
quarterback,
think that
it's
was
Bo Nix.
Denver's
There's
best.
nobody left.
I really don't.
But Brock Bowers would be really
They should have
interesting
went back to
there.
the old school way and
Nix
put
is actually a
the
good fit
modern
for
day
Sean.
Bronco on the
Peyton, he's got some of
iconic D
you know,
Yeah.
of Denver.
get in,
You
get
know,
out. We're gonna
that
have
would have been
control,
sick.
boom, boom,
They
boom.
should have stuck with a
I'm not saying I'm
classy,
taking Bo Nix at
classic
12 with
modern
Brock Bowers.
Can't
look.
pass it, but if you want him,
You know,
if you want
like-
him, you can't pass.
Can't do that.
They didn't have to do all that extra bullshit with the scenery, you know. But they did.
You gotta take him.
While
Let
we're
me ask you
waiting
something.
on
Give me your
Denver's
favorite
slow
six
asses,
quarterback
TJ,
in the
what do you think
draft
about the new overlay? What do you
that's
think?
ever been
You
drafted.
liking it so far?
Was Marino
Fucking
six,
beautiful,
maybe?
man.
Matter of
Is
necessity.
it better than what
Fucking-
you did last
3
year?
of them went to the Hall of Fame.
Oh my God, you couldn't even see us last year.
Shopping hungry. Look what happens.
Hey
You get
man,
all this stuff in your-
everything's an improvement. Thank
Yeah.
God. You know,
All you
like-
saw was like
I don't know. I don't,
if
I don't
if
love
you were
the
to
idea
see
of
like
Bo
the
Nix here.
NWO
It is a need,
fucking
and I think Bo Nix had a
Titantron,
good season,
Oh,
but-
yeah.
where
Yeah.
it's static and
Brock
shit.
would be a-
Yeah, that's what you saw.
Yeah,
All you
you
heard-
know,
I said-
you know,
I said 6 were
funny
going.
enough, This is what I mentioned to TJ,
but,
man.
Look,
like,
we just threw up the receptions by a tight end.
Funny
It has
enough,
not been pretty
that
for
that
Denver.
draft special was actually the video that made me join the PMP because I was like, TJ knows what he's talking about, and you can hear that he knows what he's talking about, but he needs the visual help, and that's where I started to come in and try to do my best. Obviously, I'm slacking a little bit, but you know what? I think this is
bullshit. You just made this fucking podcast better.
A real pivotal decision point for the Denver
I
Broncos.
appreciate it, brother.
At this point, do we
You made this
Alright.
live stream a lot better.
Pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear what Roger Goodell has to say in the heart of Detroit.
Off the board for the first time.
Come on, give it to John Elway.
A possibility. Here's Roger Goodell.
That's what I'm saying, man. We need better announcers. Anyways, here's the pick, ladies and gentlemen.
With the 12th
Give it
pick
to Terrell
in the
Davis for
20
Short 1 minute.
yeah.
All right. All right, we're off. Sorry, I have to fix something with the sound real quick. Right now, it's a running episode. We'll just take a minute break. See, right here is where I would show, like,
Welcome, guys. Pardon me, I just had to be a Topo Chico. Strawberry guava, by the way. What a weird start to this draft. 13 straight offensive players. 13. 6 quarterbacks in the first 12 picks. I don't know what else to say besides holy shit.
Meaning in their allotted 10 minutes.
Somebody's not sold on defense apparently, and the Saints are taking their sweet ass time.
Surprise of the evening. Don't recall seeing a single
2:30
mock draft that had
left.
the Las Vegas Raiders selecting the top tight end in this class after taking Michael Mayer.
Who knows? By the time
team,
they get
35th
done, I might be
overall a
fucked
year
up
ago.
at the end of
So
this
now they've
fucking
got the
thing.
opportunity to run some two tight ends out there. Saints draft room is on your screen.
That's what I love about the draft special. You could be chilling and drinking a beer, talking to your homeboys, drink Topo Chico. It's awesome.
That phone to ring. Seeing if somebody wants to make the last-minute push up,
Yeah,
we shall see. I'm getting texts from my friends in
but
New Orleans. They must
he had some
be
technical
reading some
issues,
things
but
online.
it's all good.
We shall see. But tackle is a huge need. They've yet to really find a replacement for Teron Armstead. Penning hasn't worked out yet. Ryan Ramczak's injury status is not super encouraging.
God,
this
please
season,
let
Lance.
it be a
Pretty
fucking
good one
defensive
still out there
player,
in terms of O-line.
so that way we
You
can
have to
break
ask
the
yourself,
ice.
well, you have to determine, is Talisi Fuaga from Oregon
No,
State, is he a player who can play on the
I
left
hope
side?
it's
We've seen him play
defense,
on the
for
right side at
fuck's
Oregon
sakes.
State. We know he
I'm
can play
tired of
left
seeing
tackle.
offensive
Can he
players
slide
get
over and
picked
play
up.
left tackle?
What?
Usually just
Where's
say
the love
yes.
for the
You know,
defensive
does he have the
guys?
range to handle speed rushers
We
there?
got Jared Verse. We have
right away.
And they may
Latu
right
from
tackle, absolutely.
fucking
And Fontana,
UCLA.
who I believe can stay at
We
left
got
tackle for
fucking
Washington.
Dallas
You know,
Turner,
he could be
which
the
a lot of
selection
people
here
are
at
kind
number
of
14,
turned off
because
by
I do
Dallas Turner
believe
for some
that he
reason.
can play left tackle, right
Um,
tackle, or bump inside to guard. So I think offensive line
Yeah.
is
Yeah, bro.
definitely a spot they could look at.
Pick
Nick
us in
Hengsey,
for the
best
Saints.
available on our board at a general position of need would be defensive tackle, and Byron
And
Murphy.
of course,
Byron
Charles
Murphy
Davis in
would
the
have
background
Nathan
is
Shepard
talking.
and Kalen
I can't
Saunders
stand him on
right
Madden.
there in
I think
front of
they
him
need
on
to
the
change
defensive line. I
Madden
think Murphy,
commentators
could definitely
again.
compete for a
Yeah.
starting
Go back to
position
the,
right away.
go back to
It's
fucking
tough
Gus
to see
Johnson,
because it's
please.
really just about
Madden,
how do you
Madden,
use
I
these
am
tackles,
asking
because
you
tackle
to
makes
do it with
a tremendous amount of sense
Gus
for the
Johnson
Saints here
and
at-
Chris
at-
Collinsworth.
You know, at 14,
That would
and
be
you don't
fucking
trade out
phenomenal.
of that spot if you need
Or
tackle,
Joe
because
Klatt.
once you get
I'll
past
take
the
Joe
first five,
Klatt.
we've got 3 off the board now. Once you get past the first 5, there's a little
Fucking
bit of a drop.
college football should have done that instead of focusing on
So
ESPN
I'm not sure you want
Bucks.
to get too cute and move.
I
Mitch in
know
the trade
Herb
if you're
Street
the,
and Fowler
Bills.
were going to
I
be
mean,
on,
you've
but
got Talisi
oh well.
Fuaga from Oregon State, your 14th best player in this draft,
Oh,
and he's sitting
he
here
had-
available for the
Yeah.
Saints to take at 14. Troy Fautanu, just
You know
3
what?
spots
I would
behind
go
him
with
on Lance's
Byron
top
Murphy
300
for the
at number
Saints.
17.
Ooh, interesting pick.
And
Why do you say that?
Yeah,
They
and
need-
it's a bit of a
Replace
maybe
Malcolm
Barnes in
Roach.
that mix too,
They
but
need a
Roach
3
is
technique.
He's a one-year guy,
Interesting.
Yeah.
right? I mean, they need rush too.
Yeah.
So
They
Yeah.
do.
I
They do.
think
They do need. He might
Like-
be the
I'd
first
like to say
defensive
player
player
is going to go
you
here,
see
but
go in this
And-
draft. I think he might
And
be.
you know what's
that
crazy?
spot is a big problem.
Yeah.
You might
And
be
we've
Johnny on
already-
the spot
Huge
with that.
problem. Huge problem.
If they get
Yeah,
Malcolm,
we've already set a
or
record.
if they
No
get Byron
defensive
Murphy,
players
that's
have come off the board
replacing
yet.
one
The
Longhorn with
latest
another
we've ever
Longhorn.
seen one in the
Malcolm
college
Roach
draft
was a
era
Longhorn, by
is
the way.
number 8.
For those that don't
Years
know.
ago when the Carolina Panthers took
All right.
J.C. Horn.
Roger Goodell.
13 picks in, no defenders
God.
yet. We've had 3 offensive linemen. Is this
He kind of
going
looks
to get
like
the 4th?
fucking
Roger
Biden
Goodell
walking
is
around,
the card
doesn't he?
in the
Like,
pick.
look at him walk. Like,
The 14th
he's
pick
smiling but
in the
doesn't know where he's at
2024 NFL
sometimes.
draft, the New
I
Orleans
kind
Saints
of missed the
select
2020 NFL draft where he's sitting at home getting fucked up.
Oregon State.
They got a tackle.
Sean,
I
the
think
weight
this is one of the
distribution
first
right now.
teans that we
That's advanced level.
needs a
rush
good
right there.
offense,
Yeah, and it's, but he's
offensive
prepared,
pick
right?
and
His
defensive
tools,
pick.
Very prepared.
Because
gives him the
It's like a
opportunity.
Yeah,
lately, you know,
it's
Geno
a-
Miller, he's a good
Just
quarterback, but
Great
he's
point.
a
So the
decent
Colts
quarterback.
have made
Not
our
really
last
what
pick.
you
Yeah,
think
Geno
of when you
Smith
talk about
First
needs-
defender that is
powerhouse.
NFL
Needs help
record.
on the
Wait till pick
Yeah, he
15 to
needs
get the
a-
first defender.
he needs
What do
help
the
on
Seattle
the
Seahawks have up their
O-line.
sleeve
He needs
at
help
pick
with
number
the
16. They're on the clock. We get the pick.
skill set. Also on the defensive side, they need edge rushers, man. Like,
They do. They
yeah,
absolutely
Seattle's good and all, but they brought in Sam Howell, which that killed his career. And Chenault, they brought Chenault in. I think he's average. It's just one of those things where Seattle really needs to see where they need their biggest needs are, you know. And to me, it starts with the defense, then go to the offense. You know, you could get an offensive lineman at any fucking round, you know, but with defense, you got to try to pick that shit up early, you know.
Yeah.
It may not be the sexiest draft for defensive players, but shit, man, those defenders will fucking find a way to get through there. And I would not be surprised if Dallas Turner goes to Seattle, or we could see Kool-Aid McKinstry out of nowhere. I mean, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm still baffled that the Falcons drafted Michael Penix Jr.
Be crazy.
I don't know. I don't know how the fuck you could manage that. Everybody
All
thought.
Seattle's
Everybody
pick
thought.
is in. They're no
Grandpa
longer on the
Jim's-
clock.
Yeah, Grandpa Jim's team is. The pick is in. We're about to find out who is going to be the future of the franchise for the Seahawks.
I think this will be. I'm I think.
Yeah, I'm looking towards.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Dallas Turner.
Dallas Turner, really? Okay.
I know that people are saying that Dallas Turner. There's already an article saying that Kirk Cousins is shocked about Michael Penix Jr. being drafted.
Yeah.
Welcome back, friends. We are about to
but
be
back to
halfway through
Seattle.
The first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. As we're back here on Draft Center, presented by FedEx. Brett Lewis, Bucky Brooks, and Lance Zerline here with you.
I really think they should go with the edge. Are either Jared Verse or Dallas Turner. I see Dallas Turner, but
goes the Indianapolis
Yeah.
Colts, and now
yeah, they need an outside edge.
regime.
You
Now
know,
Seattle's
this
first
is one of-
season with Mike
I think
McDonald
need
as their
help
new
in
head
secondary.
coach is
Think about,
forthcoming.
you know-
John Schneider.
Yeah,
with
and
a
that's
little
why I
more,
brought up
added
Kool-Aid
juice
McKinstry
into
too.
his role as
Yeah.
GM with Pete
You
Carroll.
know,
Now
like they
on.
could use a
Okay, do we start to get a run
corner
on defense here,
and
Buck? What do you
Kool-Aid
think?
McKinstry, and I know I'm just saying Alabama players right now, but that's all I have
Well,
right
I mean,
now.
when you're looking for good resources,
matter at all. So
who else you gonna go to?
When the season
Fucking
happens
Alabama.
and your team
And then
can't stop
Terry
anybody,
Terrion
don't
Arnold's
be
still
out here messing
still
around on
there.
Twitter getting mad at your
Fucking
coach
Nate
because
Wiggins
he's
from
investing.
Clemson's
I think
still
Seattle-
there.
Look,
You
Seattle has
know,
the option to take an offensive lineman or
I
a
would
defense.
not be
I think Mike
remiss
McDonald
if they
will
picked a
wanna continue to
linebacker.
fortify that defense.
I really
That
would not.
defense has
Yeah.
And I would
underachieved.
like
don't
to see
think they
that.
need
You know.
a cornerback. I think somewhere on the
Hey,
interior.
I'm gonna call it right
Transfer
now.
Fatan-
AD Mitchell to the
Fatanu here
Buffalo
from
Bills.
Washington.
Oh, you know.
Oh,
the
okay,
OC
interesting
connection,
pick.
Yep.
You know,
Makes
the
you say
OC
that.
connection
Rub
could
is there.
loom large. He plays Baltimore.
They got rid of
Yada,
Stephon
yada.
Diggs
I think
and
they got tackles, right?
Very,
That they got
very good.
both of them.
Got a young-
Well, you
they
see-
lost two
ago.
receivers.
You can see
Maybe
right
on the
there, they've
interior,
lost
you
two
start to find- maybe
linebackers.
even at
That's the
center,
reason
you
why I
start
would
to
not be
find, some
remiss
spots there.
16
if-
straight picks of
if
offense.
the
Just
Seahawks
16
picked a
straight.
linebacker
Yeah.
here. I
16
really
to
think
15.
they
or a
they
safety.
I mean, the birdies
Yeah,
have been
They
chirping,
lost
the birdies
Jamal-
have been chirping
Jamal
that
Adams
Byron
and
Murphy
Quandre
fell as far
Diggs,
that John
former
Schneider would be
Longhorn.
elated.
Yeah.
That was a birdie.
So
Okay.
the birds chirped that they would
A lot
love
of movement
Schneider,
with
that
Longhorns.
Schneider
You know,
would
I
love
will
But-
Byron in
say
spot.
this
I
draft
assume
is
that's obviously
very
the blessing
difficult.
of Mike McDonald,
of not only defensive
who,
players, but
you know,
just
is coming over
linebackers,
from the
really.
Ravens.
I
Yeah.
have not
But
seen
man, you
any
make a good point
linebackers
about
available. I
Fatanu.
mean,
You have
even
a guy
if you
know
if you
his
look at the
football
best
character,
available,
because
it's
you
not
have,
till you get to
you know,
number
you have
40
Grubb
something.
over there as
In
The
that
linebacker
offense,
come up.
Yeah, they got
It's the
Leonard
same way
Williams,
with the
Jared
running
Reed,
backs. Like the best running
Draymond
back is like in the
Jones paid a
top
lot of money
50
to.
or
Yeah,
in the
but-
50s.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's hard to get a beat
it's
up because
very
what
difficult
does
to
the defense really look
draft
like?
a
We
running
haven't
back
seen it
so
play
high
out like it's
because
Baltimore's defense drastically
Yes.
different than
running
what
backs
it was
nowadays
under
are the
Pete
most
Carroll.
irreplaceable positions
Cornerback?
in the
Can we look
NFL.
at cornerback?
You just
Yeah,
seen
we
it this
could. Haven't
offseason
had
with
one yet.
Saquon
No,
Barkley
no,
going to the
Terry Arnold.
And I mean,
fucking
Dallas
Eagles, you
Turner
know?
Yeah.
is still on the board.
And
Who do we have?
So is
running?
Jared
Tony
Verse,
Pollard
top available
So is
player.
getting
Jared
traded
Verse.
to
Yeah,
the
but I'm-
Titans.
I
don't know.
Jared's going to slide a little bit in this draft. Some teams.
I don't know,
think
man.
he's
Like,
they'll find
the
out
running
they're
back
wrong.
position is dying,
In a
and
few years, you'll find
Yeah.
out that
it's
you may have
not
underestimated
necessarily
Mr. Verse,
dying. It's
but,
just like
those are two really good pass rushers still
Yeah.
on the board.
the
There's some good
next
cornerbacks still on the
irreplaceable
board.
position
Byron Murphy's
and
still on the board.
rotation
There's some good
position.
football players. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
little deeper from true
Which is
first-round
smart.
grades in this year's
Not gonna
draft.
lie, that's pretty
Um,
smart.
But it's much harder now that so
All
many
right, it looks like
offensive- I
the
mean, all
Seahawks are
quarterbacks
about
picked
to
off the board.
bring
Well,
somebody
we
in.
haven't
Here
had
comes
more
Roger
trades.
Goodell.
Yeah, just one.
Bucky loves it.
Just
16.
one
We are
thus
halfway
far.
through.
And we won't get one here.
We are
Pigskin
halfway
for Seattle.
through round of the
Mr.
draft.
Roger Goodell.
God damn.
Technical
waiting for his
difficulties
team to
there
make
from
that
Roger
move to the
Goodell.
podium and announce this
See,
pick.
we're not the only
Yeah.
ones who have
Seattle
technical
Seahawks
difficulties
first
here.
for head coach Mike McDonald.
Yeah,
What
this
kind of influence
this
that plays
motherfucker's
as
like, where do I
the
go?
Seattle
man, he
Seahawks
is.
look to get back to
Eh,
that
Are we ready yet?
golden
No.
age when the Legion of Boom and
What is he
company was
doing?
dominating on the defensive side
Had to
of
talk
the
to his
ball.
producer
Get to
real
the
quick. See,
fucking
that's what I'm
podium.
going to be doing here in a little bit, you know? What I'm doing right
Thank
now.
you to our men and women who serve in the United States military. Your sacrifices
Me
to
when
defend
I'm
our
40.
country's freedom do not go unnoticed. Thank you so much.
Service right there.
With the
Yeah.
16th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft,
Just a reminder, folks, that
Seattle
Jamo is
Seahawks
ahead of me,
select
so
Byron Murphy.
he knows the draft
Defensive
picks before
tackle.
I do.
Byron
Texas.
Murphy.
I don't think anybody
Monster
believes in him
Donald,
anymore.
Where's that edge going to come from now? I think Jared Verse is the next up.
What's the saying now that
Jared
Russell
Verse,
Wilson's over
Byron
there?
Young, Kobe
Fucking-
Turner, a new
We're gonna
crew.
steal the
Let's
wins.
Get after the passer there for new defensive coordinator Chris Shula, head coach Sean
man.
McVay, and the Los Angeles Rams.
We're gonna
Back
bring the
with
curtain
pick
to you.
20 when we return.
Iron sharpens iron. Like, out of all the stupid shit that he says, I don't know what his catchphrase is for Pittsburgh. But y'all are on the clock. Where do you feel like y'all need? Where's y'all?
Anything, I really feel like we need offense. We can build up the defense. Just we lost a lot when we lost Ben. And that's been pretty apparent for the past 2 or 3. So I think I really offensive players. The first 2 top needs that NFL Network actually lists on here is offensive lineman and wide receiver. So I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up a receiver here, but I don't really. I mean, the offensive lineman issue has been an issue for a while because, like I said, remember who our quarterback was. We had a quarterback that didn't really need an offensive line or much of one, and we went from that to desperately needing an offense. So I think it would be a very smart play to go with an offensive lineman here. If not, potentially go with a wide receiver. I think
Xavier Worthy.
That would be very, very cool. See Xavier Worthy go. I wouldn't want to see him I wouldn't want to see him work with Russell. I don't feel like that would do him justice. I would like to see him work with him.
I would like to see him with Fields.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That would actually be a very good connection. I would like to see Fields to Worthy. I could see that happening. So, I don't know. I think we go with an offensive lineman here. If we go with a receiver, that helps us out too. So, I think we're good on the defensive side. We just offensive players.
I think y'all need offensive linemen more receivers, but if y'all get receivers, that would be some protection, But like I said, you could draft an offensive lineman late in the 4th, 5th round,
Yeah.
And you might get a diamond in the rough.
Yeah. Very true.
Like, this is the most popular round because this is where all the stars come in.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Last
You
year,
rarely see a
Broderick
star
Jones,
with
number
diamonds in the
14
rough
overall, the tackle
with it,
out of Georgia. Do they
and
do
that's
it?
is
Down
in, by the way.
on the tackle position here at number 20.
And that's the thing
Certainly
that I have an
question
issue
Steelers
with
fans there in attendance
with the first
in
round
Detroit
lately,
are
like,
pondering
except for
as
C.J. Stroud,
pick
like,
is
and
in
Bijan
for
Robinson.
Pittsburgh, new quarterback room entirely.
Those
Russell
two guys
Wilson,
are
Justin Fields
fucking
in. Can he
awesome.
pick it out?
C.J. Stroud, I
use
think he's
that
going to
new
have a
quarterback
phenomenal
room to
season
influence a
competing
selection
for that
here
NFL
by
MVP
Brooks.
spot.
Yeah.
And you look, Broderick Jones kind of went over to the right side
But
last year, especially started to play well second half.
Pittsburgh,
Do they try to find a
I
left
think they're going to
to
slowly
potentially
build on the
replace
offensive
Dan
line,
Moore
man. I think
is a question here.
they do go with
Look,
receiver
I think we
here now
certainly
that I
can
think
take
about
a
it.
Look at the position. When we think about the tackles that
Yeah.
are available,
They may
Maybe
wait
tackle
until like the
Bucky
3rd or 4th
and
round
Lance
for
that have
an
guard
offensive
potential.
line.
Yeah.
Like
I could be
The
wrong,
left side needs upgrading for the
yeah, I think Fatano certainly could be in play. And
But-
there's a-
I think the other one is corner.
Yeah.
The other position they've been doing some homework on, from what I understand, is a
we need to
cornerback
get a
spot,
studio
which
when
would
we
make
get
some
big.
sense.
Dante Jackson, Joey
Yeah, I
Bobo.
agree.
Jackson,
I agree with you, man.
just came
I
in.
can't wait for
Darius
that.
Rush is a nickel.
I mean,
Yeah.
Look, we talk about best player available. Everyone. was
Once we
raving
get
about
big,
Cam
folks,
Mitchell,
we're gonna have like
cleaning up his position. So now you
Collins
think
and all
about
this
another
other
long corner
shit.
to go opposite Joey Porter Jr.
Shit, I mean, we could
They
do
can
that
get back
now.
to maybe playing some man-to-man
We could, but I'm scared.
eliminating some of those easy throws that
Motherfuckers
were on
will
the
say
outside.
anything
It is
nowadays.
rare for a team
Yeah,
to go
that's
where
true. You got to be careful.
Joe reported wasn't a first rounder. We thought he was going to be a first
Yeah.
rounder.
Gotta be
It's
careful.
rare for them to go in that well back to back.
I got banned for
Back-to-back
TikTok
years.
for somebody
Early
blurting
that
out
season,
Or this
a
pick.
certain slur.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Wonder if that means
So I
there's
was like,
recent?
money there with that selection. Wonder if
No,
that's
it was
why.
like
Maybe.
I was
last
feeling
year.
You're allergic
Maybe
to
it is
one.
corner.
I was like, I was trying to
But I
stop
value
him
the
from
offensive
saying
lineman
it, but
here,
they
and especially
they
with
banned me for a week,
Fontanu.
and I was
I
like,
think
you
when you
fucking
look at-
What
pussies.
about Graham Barton?
You look at
You know,
the next 60 picks. I mean,
Replace Nate Urban.
Oh, we're
it's-
live on Twitch
yeah,
and
that would make
YouTube, by the
a lot of
way.
Play
sense as
multiple
well.
positions.
They are.
To me, it's the left tackle, it's the
Pittsburgh
center, or it's
Steelers
the
pick is
cornerback.
in. Roger Goodell is
Fontanu
walking
could
out
give you
right
all
now
of
to
that,
announce
Right?
it.
He's got to. I mean, maybe.
But Graham
Let's see
Barton's
what this
also
fucking
talented as well.
alcoholic
My
wants.
guess is it's Fontanu or Quinyon Mitchell here. Those make the most sense for the Steelers.
Look who's joining.
I'm
the
excited to
commissioner,
see this
Walter
pick.
Payton NFL
Oh,
Man
yeah.
of the Year, Cam Hayward.
Tonight, 32 young men will embark on their NFL career, striving to make an
Yeah.
impact on the field. But their impacts will be felt far
Roger
beyond
wants to
the
get the
field,
fuck out of there.
but in their communities. No one embodied that more than Walter Payton. And today, the league's highest honor, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, recognized his lasting legacy. Tonight, we are proud to welcome the 2023 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year winner, Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward, Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah.
Never a more appropriate round.
First of all, I want to say thank you, Commissioner. And most importantly, I want to say thank you to the Payton family, the NFL, and Nationwide. The NFL draft is special. To my fellow NFL
He's a good
players
man.
and the
He is.
prospects joining the league this week, I want to challenge you. Use your platform to brighten someone's day. The opportunity before you is a gift. And by coming here and being in this league, seize that moment. Be better in our communities, be better for our league and our world. Thank you so much. Here we go. And with the 20th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft,
Dolphins go at 21
Wow.
next year on Draft Center.
Just 2 trades, man. That's insane.
Oh, wow.
Look at that fucking
Miami's
mask right
pick is already in, by the way. Miami knew
Mike
what they
Mc-
wanted. They knew
Mike
what-
McDaniel
exactly
ain't
what
playing
they wanted.
around.
Nah, they're
Yeah.
not. He know. Let me tell you something about Mike McDaniels. He entered the fold. Man, that team it seems not better. Mike McDaniel.
They instantly bought in.
Likes to. He's a guy of intent, and when I was watching Hard Knock, he was my. Got so much personality.
definitely.
He wants so badly, competitor. I think.
Yeah.
Hey, coach, I would compare him to Tomlin. He would because
Ooh.
he's that good a head coach. Like I think one day he'll.
If Miami could get there by the time Andy Reid retires.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, that day might be coming soon. Never know.
With the recent shit that's been going on with Rasheed Rice and
Yeah.
yeah. That's kind of why I'm gonna say this now. Xavier Worthy to the Chiefs.
If that happened, I'm sorry, but yeah, damn. You would have no excuse playing every time you were.
I'd be pissed off, but I'd be happy for if Xavier Worthy does go to the Chiefs. I'll buy a Xavier Worthy jersey
Yeah.
because I love that kid.
Yeah, he's
He
good.
fought through adversity and came back strong last season. So, I mean, that kid is something special.
Yeah.
And Mitchell too. I would love to see him play on a team that actually could benefit from him. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh Man. God damn, these commercials suck.
They do.
We are into the 20s here on Draft Center, presented by FedEx. Our first pick of the 20s was just made by the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Miami Dolphins pick is in, as you see General
All I'm
Manager
saying is
career
YouTube
with all the hugs and
better leave this
handshakes,
fucking
and Mike
video
McDaniel,
alone.
head coach there
Oh,
in
don't
that
worry. They're not
room
going to touch this.
down in South Florida. Ready to announce the newest
We're not
Miami
gonna touch this.
Dolphin.
I was
In the
hot
ways,
that day.
Certainly
Oh,
up
I
was
know.
like,
you
I know,
could
I
see
was
the
there.
Dolphins go.
fuck is-
Center.
Who
Graham
the
Barton,
fuck is
Graham
this?
Barton, JP
SAB bullshit. And then Sony Music Entertainment, like, motherfucker.
Picked over after Jared Verse went to the Rams.
All because of
right at
one
19.
fucking song. Get the fuck out
Johnny
of here.
Newton, defensive tackle, to replace Christian Wilkins. In a sense, different players.
Yeah. I think the best moves here, Graham Barton, who's guard center,
Attack the
who is
little
gonna be the
people
safest
because
offensive
they're not
lineman
big
in the
enough.
draft.
Make it make
Graham
sense, you
Barton's
know?
terrific. I mean,
Right.
Graham Barton is a can't-miss player for me, and it happens to be a position of need for them. The interior.
I tell you
offensive
what,
line,
Rich Eisen
that makes a lot of sense. But
has a
what if
pretty
they got
clean
greedy and
fucking
said,
wardrobe.
Brian Thomas and Xavier Worthy are
Yeah.
here. Let's take our already fastest.
Oh
team
my
on
God,
the
Mike
field
McDaniel
and
with
get
the
into a
all.
horse race with the Kansas City Chiefs and every other offensive team, because this is
Man,
quarterback heavy.
Mike
conference.
McDaniel looks fucking cold.
Just got
All
rid of Xavier
khaki
Howard.
suit.
Yeah.
Corners are still
Yeah, man.
there. Their choice of corner.
And then that piece of
I
shit
mean, I know they
Tyreek
did get
Hill.
Kendall Fuller from Washington. Still have Jalen
Oh,
Ramsey,
we'll talk.
obviously.
We'll talk
but,
about that.
I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think we
fuck
have
that
to
guy.
At least one of those corners.
All right, here's Roger
Chance they
Goodell
could
with
surprise
the
us with Chop Robinson. I don't.
All right, how many whiskeys do you
They
think?
had some injuries over there.
How many
Now,
shots
they've
of
had-
whiskey do you
they've
think
had some injuries
Jalen
Roger
Phillips
Goodell
and
had?
Bradley Chubb both.
Chad Robinson is
Probably a
clean
lot.
when it comes to
I'd say.
Injuries, offensive line wise.
Yeah.
We're like the airmen
Played
or
against
just our
competition there. The sack
stick it
percentage,
one off
as you
their
said,
fucking
is minimal at
lunch.
this point.
Yeah.
Right.
As well,
on
first
that
round type
record.
We hope that he finds that gear, right? Finds that finish, that polish.
He also didn't play a lot. Like
Right,
he
Philadelphia's-
subbed in and out.
I mean,
I really
Sutton
haven't-
and I did
boy.
a Sutton all there.
You know,
Rolled those
I
guys
haven't
through.
really analyzed what
he's
Philadelphia's.
still learning to play
They seem
football.
like
It's
a pretty
just that
well-rounded
What he
team.
does, you
I don't
just
think they
find
need
on a
much
football field. I mean,
in terms of
all
offense.
the
AJ
I think their
Brown
defense could.
spoken glowingly about these.
AJ
rookies for
Brown
good reason. They're
actually,
all very, very good at different things.
He
that they
actually
do.
agreed to
But
3
Chop
years and
Robinson has
$96
speed
million
and
to
explosiveness
Yeah,
extend.
they,
that you're not
they're
gonna
one of
find
the
Jared
teams
Verse
that
has
I
explosiveness,
now
but he
we're
doesn't
starting to
have
get to
that
the
kind
teams
of
that really
bend
don't need
around
much.
the corner, and that's
in-
something where if
Yeah.
you have a 6'7" tackle,
But with
and Chop is
Philadelphia, I
way
think their
down low,
secondary
oriented
is
on
a
you like a race
must.
car off the
Yeah.
So
embankment.
Nate
Good luck trying
Wiggins,
to get
Kool-Aid
that
McKinnon,
touchdown.
Corner.
Good analogy of it
Go
too,
for-
with the way that he can really bend.
Carry on
4.48,
Arnold.
40-yard dash,
Yeah.
154 in the 10, which I know we
This
talked
is
about
a
him moving the
must
sticks
need for
quite a bit as
Philadelphia.
being a real important
Yeah.
piece of
Uh,
evaluation
what was
for
his
an
verdict?
edge.
And also
Especially
they
with
do
so
need to
many
s-
good
34 and a
secondary
half.
players left. I mean,
and then the
keep
Brogdon
in mind we
five.
have
Well,
not seen
you know what's
many
an interesting
defensive players.
comparison, though, athletic,
Yeah.
Up to this
size-wise.
point.
when you
Well,
look at
I mean,
Dallas Turner.
actually,
They
you
were
know
very
what? The
similar
last 10 picks are
athletically in terms of their
pretty
test
much
time, right?
all
Both 4.4
exclusively
players. They're about
defensive
the same
players,
height,
but
6'2"
none
and
of the
7/8 for Chop.
So I,
Yeah.
I think you
For
take a
Chop
secondary player
is
here,
76
or it's too
and a
late.
quarter, whereas for Dallas Turner it was 83.
That
Yeah,
fucking
7
Philadelphia
inches.
fan
Almost
with
a
the
full
fucking
inch.
silver face paint and the
pass rush skills because
Kelly
now
green
Dallas
eyes
Turner,
or
because
whatever.
He has
Yeah.
more options when
He
it comes to
always
being able to
shows
attack
up.
the offensive
Yeah.
line. He can
Everywhere.
Put his hand right in his chest.
That
and
is
he's
a
got
super
long arm
fan.
to kind of steer and
Yeah.
dictate how
Correct.
he wants to go. Whereas
is.
with Chop Robinson,
But
he
if
has
I'm
to know right
Philadelphia,
when
I
to
go
shoot
for Nate
first.
Wiggins.
That's why he doesn't
Yeah.
have the hand-to-hand combat.
I
skills
think
that
he
maybe
fits
some of the
your
others have.
scheme a
Yeah,
lot
there are
better.
3 boomer bust players in this draft, and they are
And Sirianni
great
is on the
man
hot
for
seat.
me, and a lot of times
That
he's gonna be a
motherfucker
quarterback.
is on
It's
The
also
pick
the
Chop
hot.
is in for
Robinson
Philadelphia.
and then Latu based
Yep.
primarily just because of the medicals. But with Chop Robinson,
I'm
there's still
eager
a
to
lot
see
of
what they
football
get.
to learn
I don't
for
know.
Chop.
I'm eager to
I'm
see who
excited
fucking
for his
Dallas
opportunity
gets.
there and
I think
getting to sit for a little bit.
I think they
I
get Mitchell.
was worried that they were going to draft one of these speedy wide receivers,
Ooh,
and no one was going to know
really?
what to
Yeah.
do.
That's
with
an
the
interesting-
quarterback.
secondary
who
player.
matches up with
I-
who, Bucky? That's
Yeah.
like
I
a
really
pickup
think.
basketball game where you don't want to pick up anybody. You don't want to.
That's not a bad
I don't
guess,
want to get
bro.
Tyreek. I don't want to get Jalen Waddle. I don't want to get Xavier Thomas. But now that we have those 2 wide receivers out there, you see the
I
Eagles.
think
are
they're
next
talking
up.
about him too.
They just signed
Yeah.
both of their wide receivers.
Quinyon
to deals,
Mitchell.
So
Love
there's
it.
no way they're drafting wide receiver in this spot.
Yeah, 6 offensive tackles have gone. gone, 6 offensive linemen, 4 edge
Yeah,
rushers
fucking-
have gone.
they
6
need a
defensive
corner
play-
regardless.
5 defensive players in total. and all the corners are now available for the Philadelphia Eagles at 20.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Philadelphia's got their
Yeah,
picking
their
of
two big needs are tackle and cornerback.
Somebody just made a good
and
point.
I would be
Philadelphia
shocked if
has
they
a
don't go corner
pretty
here. If
hardy
they have their
pick
choice
here.
of corners.
Like they
I'd
can
have
go
to think
for
Yeah.
it's Quinyon or Terrion Arnold.
Yeah,
They just
and
go
it would
for
have to be that. And
general.
you think about
They've got their
what
picking.
Vic
No.
Fangio typically likes to do is a little
Yeah,
more man.
and then they could have their
also
bullshit.
maybe they
Well,
give them
actually,
out
they
to
do
Terrion
need a
Arnold.
center too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because
true.
Jason
Jason
Kelsey
Kelsey
did
did.
retire.
Big time
All right,
traits.
yeah.
That's Quinyon Mitchell, right? Who ran the 4.340.
But
I think
also,
eyebrows being raised.
you
when
can
Terrion Arnold
wait
ran the
on a
4.5.
center.
You're like, oh, he'll run better. at the
Corners
pro
you
day.
cannot wait on.
Kind of the same. At
Yeah.
the pro
You
day,
have
but
to
he
draft them
plays
like
faster on tape,
now.
right? I mean, that's kind of what. Is that what you've seen, Lance?
Well, yeah, I mean, how often does he get beat down the field? That's what you have to ask yourself is how.
And also,
how many plays does he make on the football? One of the biggest mistakes I think that are made is how fast
they
the guy
lost
is
a
with making
guard.
speed. Your DBs talk about making
Fletcher
speed.
Cox.
Well, I don't want, if he,
Ooh, they
well,
could
make
go
up
with
speed is one thing,
Devondre
but how is he
Sweat
playing the football?
to replace
And he got a lot
Fletcher
of work
Cox.
playing
They could.
opposite Kool-Aid McKinstry, coming off the phenomenal year that
Or
Kool-Aid had in
that kid out of
2022.
Missouri,
So you factor all
Robinson.
that in as well, and he
Ooh,
performed very well,
Robinson would be a
with
very good
that
pick.
extra work and those targets.
Feel like
that went
Darius
his way
Robinson.
compared to what Kool-Aid McKinstry got for Alabama. So it is the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right,
making their
here's
pick
Roger
at number
Goodell with the
22
pick.
After they just gave
Oh,
AJ
Jesus
Brown
Christ.
Pick number
some
22 in this.
$90-something million with 84
Philadelphia
million
Eagles.
guaranteed, highest paid receiver on average annual value.
Hurry
Help
up,
them
Roger.
Upgrade the defense.
The NFL has gone global.
Man,
This
I
past
wish
year,
I
we
wish
played
I
games
was
in front of amazing crowds
able to
in London and
make the
Germany.
selection so I could roast the fucking
This
Detroit
upcoming
Lion
season,
fan base.
We will play our first ever game in South America in Sao Paulo.
You say we
Brazil.
cheated, but y'all lost.
And we will be coming to more markets on a global basis soon. The NFL's International Player Pathway
Here
Program
they get.
helps foreign-born players reach the NFL. Elite international athletes have an opportunity to compete at the NFL
He's talking
level
about international
and
games.
potentially
Move on with the
spot on
fucking
our
pick.
NFL roster.
Yeah, he's got to make the plug. You know that.
One of the most successful
I know.
players from the program is the Philadelphia Eagles, Jordan Mailata. Jordan is currently in his native
That motherfucker's
Australia for the
drunk.
opening of a new
Yeah,
NFL Academy
he's slurring. He
for
is
high school
slurring. He's
football
about on
players.
his 10th one,
To
man.
make the Eagles succeed, let's join
You may be
Jordan live
right
from
on the
Eagles
fucking
draft party
liquor
in
cap.
Burleigh Beach, Gold Coast, Australia. Take it, Jordan.
Whoa.
What the?
Let's go. How good is this? Thank you, Uncle Roger. Good evening to those of you from the beautiful
What?
land down under. With the 22nd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the
Oh, this is the pick
Philadelphia Eagles select Quinyon Mitchell, defensive back, Toledo.
What?
on the outside.
This year, so he definitely
Yeah.
knows how to put
Just,
the ball
it's
in the
like
paint.
we just
They're
saw.
Brooks and
you
as
know,
the
like,
Jaguars, in a
he
matter
could
of
get up
days,
there
probably likely
with
to
that
pick up
shit.
the
Oh, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence fifth-year option.
Absolutely.
They have
I don't
done-
put up the option. They're probably going to give him a.
Oh,
big
you know
advance.
Roger
And
Goodell's
now you want to see the
drunk
fruits of
off
that
his
labor
ass, man.
as you continue to add weapons.
He
Dallas
probably
Cowboys
smells like
are
he's
well
probably
into
smells
their
like a
allotted
whole
10
liquor
minutes,
bottle
just 3
right
minutes
now.
left to make their pick.
By the way,
No
Dallas
shit.
Cowboys are
Number
on the
24
clock.
overall when we come
The
back.
Oh, for
Dallas
fuck's sake.
wants to bring to their program. I don't know. I feel like a lot of teams are lacking in the offensive lineman department, and it's becoming more apparent that the need for offensive linemen and the need for just linemen in general to go to battle on that front line is, becoming more apparent.
With our team right now, we need running back and offensive line.
Oh yeah, that
Offensive
is your team, isn't it,
or-
TJ?
Yeah, it's horrendous. We got rid of Tyron Smith to go to Cincinnati. We are stuck with Dak Prescott until the rest of the season, and we can't do nothing about it. We can't restructure his contract for shit. And so it leaves CeeDee Lamb or Micah Parsons getting fucked over by the Cowboys. More than likely CeeDee Lamb. Because that slot position is very irreplaceable, just like the running back position.
Yeah.
If Dallas does decide to pick early at running back, Jonathan Brooks, I think, would be the best fit.
Jonathan
Blake
Brooks, really?
Yeah, out of Texas. He's very explosive when he runs the ball. Yeah, he got injured last year in that TCU game, but he's a very explosive. It's a very explosive back.
I can see y'all getting worse. I can definitely see y'all are in.
Oh my god. If we get Xavier Worthy, I'm gonna fucking cry. Like in a good.
Something's telling me that he worked out a deal. I think staying Texas. He seems to like it there, man. Seems to like it there a lot, and the people love him. You know, he stays.
Cali
goes
kid
Dallas.
loves Texas.
That's it.
I mean, imagine Xavier Worthy wearing a fucking star on his helmet.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But it would be better if we had Adonai Mitchell as well. I think Adonai Mitchell is the better overall receiver than Xavier Worthy. As high as we are on Xavier Worthy.
Yeah.
I love A.D. Mitchell more. I loved him whenever he decided to commit to Texas during the transfer portal, you know? And obviously the backstory behind that was
There's nobody left for Rush.
I like how you put 20 seconds and 23rds.
Trade number 3 now of the first
Oh,
round.
wow.
It does not involve the Minnesota Vikings, which the previous two did. It is the hometown
What do you see?
team. Motor City, you are on
Detroit
the clock. And actually, your
is
pick
on the
is-
clock.
Get the-
Detroit Lions have
Are you
traded
fucking
with the
kidding me?
Dallas
Yes, sir.
Cowboys to
Detroit
acquire
is
pick
on the
number
clock.
24. In fact, at
Wow.
this point,
And their
the Green
pick
Bay
is in
Packers
as
are
well.
actually on the clock at 25.
Are you
The pick is
fucking
in for the
kidding me right
Lions.
now?
So
Could
Grit,
they be
so
making
Dallas
a
in
move
a
upwards
last
here? Did
minute
you expect
exchange
a guy like
decided
Terry
to
Arnold
trade their
to still
pick
be on
off
the board?
to the
What
Detroit
the
Lions.
fuck are you doing, Jerry?
Watch out for elbows when this pick is made.
And the Lions are
Brad
trying to put
Holmes
something together
is
too.
an
That's a skill
excited
right there.
man when
Jerry's
he makes
running
these
us to the
selections.
fucking
They kind of
ground.
caught, stray
What are we
elbow when they took,
doing?
when they took Jack
You can tell
Campbell last
TJ's
year.
not
I forget
happy
whether it may have been their first pick with Jahmyr Gibbs, but
I bet, yeah. It was,
yeah, he
I
he
swear
almost
to
took a knee,
Christ, if they
after being next
fucking
to Brad
draft
Holmes.
somebody that is a need
right. I
for
bet you it's Terry
fucking
Arnold
Dallas,
because
I'm gonna
they've
be
got Vic
pissed.
Robertson right now at one cornerback spot. Kendall.
Like, I might fucking
Kendall
start throwing
Vildor,
shit.
You've got Emmanuel Mosley.
Had the
Well, we
issues
got to
with
get that on
release
tape.
Yeah, I mean, this.
Make
just
sure you
makes
look at
sense.
the
And
camera as you do
they've
it.
been digging around on trade ups. I talked to some teams. Who
Let's
said
talk
the
about
Lions
what
were
Detroit
really,
needs though. First.
really wanting
What
to
does
move
Detroit
up.
need?
You know, they wanted to move up.
I don't even really know what
They
they
need
need.
to trade us
They couldn't
back
get up that
because
high.
that was a fucking horrible
But now,
decision.
When you look at
What
they
the
move
fuck
up,
are we
the
thinking
only
here?
position I can think of right now, what they'd be looking for. I mean, unless they're really worried
Like,
about Frank Ragnow.
I could see
or the
Keon
age of
Coleman
Kevin Tyler, who
going
they
to the
just added.
fucking
Yeah, they could go.
Lions.
Well,
Lions.
remember
Here.
there are a
But
ton of
they really need
quarterbacks
cornerback.
left.
I'd be
so-
hard pressed not
Oh,
to see
fuck.
your choice of Kool-Aid McKinstry.
They don't need no
Cooper
quarterback. They got
DeJean,
Jared Goff.
or Cooper DeJean.
He's
No,
the
no, no.
better-
Corners.
No,
Corners.
Terry
Corners.
Arnold.
Corners.
Oh, corner.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder the.
They got-
I thought
and-
you said Terrian.
There haven't been
I'm
many
gonna-
corners
How
drafted
big's
yet.
the gap, Bucky, between?
The
Terry
only
Arnold
one
All I'm
so
saying-
far has been Mitchell from Toledo.
I mean, I think they're all similar. I think all those guys are closely graded. I think
Yeah.
they're packed. I think
They do
that's the
need
reason why
to
we're
clean
seeing
up their
the corners
secondary.
go late, not
I don't know.
early,
It
because
it,
one
it,
would
it
probably
seems
view
like
them
you
Yeah.
guys'
more
needs are more
similar than
offensive.
different
Maybe
when it
that's
comes
why
to the
Dallas
grading
made
scale.
the trade.
I think they have.
But
the
it's a
thing-
stupid trade.
The thing
Why
about
would
it
you
is
trade back?
They need someone
Yeah.
that can come
You're
in
right
and
there.
play man to man,
Yeah.
so they can get.
It's
I mean,
Tyler
you,
Guys
especially
now.
you could have grabbed somebody like Worthy.
Nate Wiggins
Could have
can
grabbed
certainly
somebody.
get it. He has
You
the
could have
speed,
grabbed a really
but
good
his
offensive lineman.
physicality and the toughness.
Yeah, that
Tyler
is a
Guys
very,
was right
Who's the
there.
defense
What are we
that's a very
doing?
stupid
Aaron Glenn
move.
plays
Very
football.
stupid move by Dallas. I will agree.
Well, he was
In
well, he
all
was up on
accounts.
you, too.
Oh,
He didn't.
Knows.
Aaron Glenn likes
Thick
physical
as in.
corners. He likes guys that are going to be in your face. Terry
That's
Arnold.
Terry.
I am
Terry
going to
Arnold
fucking
feels like the guy. It's not going to be
scream.
Nate Wiggins, I wouldn't think,
Trade
if they go corner.
details. It'll be a third rounder this year going to the Cowboys.
If it's a
for the
fucking
rights for the
Longhorn
Lions to
or
move up these
somebody
5
that we
spots.
need,
Lions do get
I'm
a
going-
25, 7th rounder to complete the deal. 27.
Why would you trade back?
I'm going to throw another name at you, but I mean,
man, I
based
don't
on
get
how
it.
the cornerbacks looking at, I can't imagine they go away from
For his
cornerbacks.
73rd overall as well.
Who has been mentioned with them on
And we
mock draft.
gave
The
up
guy
a
that makes
7th
sense
rounder for
is,
next year,
Dennis
dog. What are we
Robinson out of Missouri,
doing?
who can play
Yeah.
defensive end, defensive
Wow.
tackle. He's a hometown kid. He played defensive tackle his junior year. Bumped
God
outside to play
damn.
defensive end.
They're
lost
giving
some
me a
weight.
fucking
He can
headache
play either
already,
one
and the
of them.
season hasn't started.
Honestly, though, when you have these cornerbacks, boy, it'd be
Yeah.
tough to pass up on the
I'd
level
be
of talent
I'd
that is
be
in
I'd be
quarterback right
remiss
now.
if I did
pal
not
Daniel
say
Jeremiah
that
is Terry Arnold is his eighth
Dallas'
overall
leadership
player.
not
This would
been
be a
impressive.
tremendous value if you look at that.
No,
that
fucking
chart.
Jerry
The
should be in the
Lions at
forever
24,
box.
Yeah.
And now the
That
hometown
motherfucker looks
crowd
older
is
than
gonna
my
get a chance
grandfather,
to
and my
see
grandfather's
the
dead.
Lions make
Yeah.
their
What
first
the
round selection.
fuck?
Let's get it out to Detroit as anticipation builds.
All right.
In the Motor
Here
City.
comes good old Roger with the 24th pick NFL draft. See what he has to say. He's gonna have a plug because he's got a bunch of like kids walking out with him.
I'm surprised Eminem isn't making the call.
The Detroit Lions excel in engaging
Oh, this is the flag
local
football.
community
Yep.
and growing
NFL
football
flag
participation
football
at
shit.
the youth
Yep.
and high school levels.
Oh, by the way, we need to talk
Joining me
about
on
that too.
stage-
Not
Yes,
not
we
on
do.
here.
We will. We will. Like I said, we're gonna have a talk.
Not
that competed in the
Oh,
Michigan-
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Michigan
I get what
girls flag
Not-
high school football
not
league,
tonight, but
local high
because
school
we only got
football
2
tackle
topics to talk
students.
about,
Yeah.
and mine is more
These young
in
men
general
and
with
women
the country,
embody NFL values
like
of
addressing the
respect,
country. But
integrity, resiliency, and responsibility
God
to their team.
damn it.
Congratulations on your accomplishments in your academic and football careers. Now to make the selection, please welcome Ellie Fagley.
Oh, you know, Roger. He's stuttering on names now. You know he's gone.
The Dallas Cowboys have traded the 20
Rodgers is
Detroit
like-
Lions.
Congratulations.
With
It'd be
the
weird if
24th
he gets
pick
put on
in the
forehead.
2024 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Terrion Arnold, defensive back, Alabama.
Terrion Arnold, defensive back, Alabama. Wow. Good
First
pick.
Okay.
responsibility for Terry Arnold.
That's
is
a
stick
good
number
address
9
pick
from
right
Keene
there.
High School, who
See, I told you,
serious
quarterbacks,
height
man,
Yeah.
and they're
with that crew
necessary.
announcing the
They are
Detroit
necessary,
Lions pick, but
especially
it's Terrion Arnold
especially in
I'm
Detroit.
surprised. I'm
Tad
surprised
longer
everybody
than
let him
expected for a
slip.
player many believe to be the number one.
He's
I
actually
mean,
a lot.
he's a
in
really
this year's
good corner.
class,
He's a
despite
very
40
slept-on
time,
corner.
a
Don't get me
little
wrong.
bit
I believe
higher
Mitchell
than
was
we
the
normally
best
see from a
cornerback in this
of
draft.
that elite
But
stature.
man,
Hey,
Arnold
He's
comes
got
in.
all the
I mean,
charisma, all
first
the
team
personality,
all
Flip it.
SEC.
all the toughness,
You've got a
Yeah.
really,
battle
really
tested
good corner
experience, Bucky Brooks,
in there. And
that
honestly,
is
I
big.
I think if
Nick
they
Saban
transferred him to
defense,
safety,
you know
man,
loves and
I
demands
could
a
see
lot out
him
of the
playing a
DBs, and Terry
hard-hitting,
Arnold brings
strong
all of
safety
that in
and
a
succeeding. He's
big-time,
very
energetic
physical.
package
Yeah.
Super
now
physical.
to the Detroit
And
Lions as he
like
puts that pick
Mitchell,
in. Boy, what a
he
special
knows how to
feeling
find the ball.
to be picked
I
by
think
the
I think
team
very, very
hosting
smart
the
pick
draft, getting
by
ready to
Detroit,
walk
especially
out on
since
stage
Detroit is
to an
suffering very
enormous
defensively.
roar from the Lions.
On the-
Got a good
on the
offense
second-
with Jared
Let's hear
Goff, but defensively, they need it.
On the secondary side, I think that
I think they'll probably.
And
look-
he's a toughness in the trench type player.
Okay,
called it.
so we have
Trade.
27
Wow,
picks in
so
the
4.
books,
Called
and
it.
we have a
That's our fourth trade in the first round to Kansas City.
Chiefs.
Motherfucker!
Stand by. Lance has got a
The Kansas City in the
got
pick
intuition as to
is
the
in.
motivation behind this trade.
deal by
The
Kansas
Chiefs,
City.
and we'll have their selection. Number 28.
DJ's either going to
They
throw
traded
some
with the
shit
Bills
or
when we
he's
come
going
back.
to get his jersey. There he is with the jersey. That's pretty crazy.
Shit.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Mahomes. World's biggest Mahomes supporter right there.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man, that's pretty funny.
I fucking hate this. We're
Hey
stopping
man,
the draft.
hey man, we're both wearing our favorite quarterbacks, man. Look, we're both wearing our favorite quarterbacks jerseys.
Hey, the draft special's ending. This is all you're gonna see.
Oh man.
Motherfucker, I hate it. I hate wearing this fucking thing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
Nothing. Never mind. I
Oh.
almost lost the draft special. I'm a tech god.
He really does a good job with this shit. Meanwhile,
I try.
I suffer and
You know
wallow.
what? While we're waiting, let's take a look at
Wait,
let's
wait,
take
wait! I'm wearing a Chiefs jersey. Right before the Cowboys pick.
Here, let's take, while we're waiting, we got a minute here. I kind of just want to see, I kind of just want y'all to see the old draft special and what we are, what we're working with here. Or what we've evolved from. What was it, the second annual one, TJ? Was that it?
Yeah, second annual. I think it was the go back up because this is. We should be good there.
That was the that was the draft special from 2023.
What? Holy shit! The Texans just got a back-to-back trade.
look
how pixelated me and Kaleb
They just got
back-to-back picks.
Look at that, man.
No
You can't even
fucking
see
way.
it.
What a beautiful.
They're gonna
fucking
get
sight,
Will
man.
Anderson.
Look at that.
You can hear
Holy
TJ, you just
shit.
can't see him.
I'm waiting for him to get fucking.
But you know what? This channel, like I said, it's come so far. It's come
It
so
has.
far. But
And,
you know
and the
what?
amount of subscribers we had back then was probably around 30. Now we're at 63.
Yeah.
Kansas City
Yeah.
Chiefs, the
Which is
back-to-back
unfucking
champion
real.
Kansas City Chiefs.
We're
This pick. Here at
37
28,
away,
moving up
or actually
four
27
spots,
away
helped
from
them achieve
getting
the
to 100.
back-to-back three-peat.
Or no,
Against
37,
the
37,
28 to
37.
32
I'm right.
swap,
You
trading
know
with the
what?
Bills.
I think you're
The Bills
right
Chiefs
about
then
Xavier
eventually
Worthy, man.
swap a third rounder
I-
for a
I think
fourth
you're right.
rounder. The Bills
Unfortunately.
get that third rounder.
I
while
think
sending
this
a
is where
fourth
he
Why
to
would
goes.
Kansas
Buffalo?
City, and then
Why
they
would fucking
essentially
Buffalo
swap slots in
trade?
the seventh round.
No, I'm wrong.
So that's how that.
They're
trade
getting A.D.
works out.
Mitchell.
Those details from Ian
You think so?
Rappaport. Rhett Lewis,
They're
Buck
getting
Lewis,
A.D.
Sports
Mitchell.
Line back here with you.
You
as
think
we are
so?
nearing
Okay,
completion
all right.
of night one
They're
of the
getting
draft
A.D. Mitchell
in
or
Detroit.
Xavier Worthy
We've
on
actually
this
had
one.
some real fun Detroit
Because
players
Xavier
in the last
Worthy
couple of picks.
matches
I'm
well.
calling Worthy. I'm calling Worthy. They need the receiver help. Think about it.
Yeah, I know.
Tyreek Hill leaves. Patrick Mahomes suffers. Andy Reid really wants to find somebody for Mahomes to throw to. Think about it. Speed was the issue here. I think
Worthy
Xavier
would
is
be the best.
solution.
Worthy is the
We
best
like to think that
fit,
they
but
can be a pass catcher, but
you
I
got
As much as
they
it-
two-
Lance
Yeah.
has talked about
Yeah,
like
they
their
too.
ability-
A.D.
their
Mitchell
willingness or their
ran a
desire to upgrade the
4.35
offensive
40
line. So maybe there's an
also,
offensive
so
lineman
he
out
could
there
also
looking
beat
for
coverage.
someone that he wants.
And also, you can create plays with Xavier Worthy. So,
Yeah.
I'm still sticking with Xavier Worthy on this one, but I could definitely see A.D. Mitchell.
I would think Kool-Aid.
I can see it
because
both
they-
ways. I can see it both ways. I really can.
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean's still out there.
And you
folks.
know, I think they like what
I'm
Jalen
fucking
Watson did as
pissed
a
at
rookie
the
last
Cowboys
year.
right now. I'm
Or
really
2 years
pissed
ago, I
off
should
at
say,
them.
and then Josh Williams
Yeah.
as well. I know they
This
liked
has
him
gotta
in the
be
fourth round.
One
You got
of the
McDuffie, who's
stupidest
fantastic.
fucking things that
Individual,
Dallas has
though,
ever
right?
done.
You know what
Yeah.
happens with Rashee Rice? Like that's a big question mark when you look at
Oh
that.
my
Marquise
God.
Brown, you've got a small, fast guy that you've added to the mix. Do you go Xavier Legette and go with the big wide
Here he
receiver?
is.
Is that something you might do?
Good ol'
Adonai Mitchell? Would you look at A.D. Mitchell?
Good
As a
old
big
whiskeyed
target
up
as well?
Roger, man.
This one's tricky. This one's a tricky one to me. I'm not sure what.
It's
have
like, come here, get it up.
You know he smells like
Dude, he's
alcohol,
hugging the
bro.
wall.
The NFL is proud to support the
All
life-changing
right, here you go.
wishes
Your
to
favorite
make
team,
Ocean
TJ.
great.
Your favorite team.
One important wish was requested by a young man by
I'm
the
gonna be
name
so
of Justin
pissed.
Laverne, who was diagnosed with renal failure.
That
at the age
motherfucker
of
looks like
15
me.
and
If I was
received
bald.
a transplant from his father just last year.
And also, that's remember Bradley.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Justin's love
yeah.
for football and the
That's me
Chiefs
and Bradley
got him through
in
those
Orange Park
treatments.
Mall.
Oh
Please
man.
welcome Justin to the stage, whose wish is to announce
Oh,
the
my
first
God.
round draft pick for his beloved Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh shit!
I'd like all of you to join me in cheering on Justin.
This
His wish comes
motherfucker
true.
sounds
The floor is yours, Justin.
drunk.
Go get
He
it.
is. He's gone. He's gone. World's highest functioning drunk, apparently.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills have traded the 28th pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. With the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions,
Oh my
Kansas City
God.
Chiefs, select Xavier Worthy.
Here we
Called
go.
it. Called it, baby. There he goes.
Speed.
There he
speed,
goes. Xavier
and,
Worthy.
I don't think we're seeing any more trades unless
him
it's
as a
fucking
corner. I'm a little
ridiculous.
surprised because I don't feel like that's the
Oh, well, you
Ravens
never know.
type of cornerback.
Never know.
Yeah.
But you know, from a talent standpoint, it's
God
just
damn,
I felt like that
bitch.
170
Fucking move out of the
pound
fucking
cornerback
camera.
might be something
Oh
that
yeah.
could get him bounced out of the
I
first
want to
round.
remind
Yeah,
everybody
that
that what TJ is seeing is like 30-second delay.
He's a really good player.
So,
Change transitions is
I wanna
smooth.
remind
He does all
everyone.
the things in the coverage game
Yeah.
that you like to see.
Thank
but
you
the
for
physicality,
reminding them
toughness
because
has to
they're
show
gonna
up on
think I'm
tape.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, no question. And look, he does some great work off the field as well. He's very aware of where he comes from and the difficulty
I get
it,
you know,
man.
folks in
I
his
encountered
position have had at getting to the stage that
Oh,
he is on
that's
right
not what I
now.
meant.
So a guy who certainly has
What?
some awareness and appreciates what he's done
Yeah, we're good.
and the accomplishment
Sorry.
that this,
Okay.
this means to him and his family.
Clicked on the wrong
Nate
thing.
Wiggins for the Ravens, who is headed to San Francisco, be the next pick for the
Maybe I'm a
faithful
little too
when we come back here.
like Roger, man. Oops.
Hey, I
Drop
did
my
hear
cord.
some I did hear some rumors about the 49ers possibly trading Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk.
Really? Interesting.
Very interesting. But doesn't look like it for now. Oh, man. I'm just really fucking curious to see what happens with KC now. Like, I know Kansas City is going to be fucking good, but I want to see what type of plays they're going to run with Xavier Worthy, like end rounds or just creative shit going on for Xavier Worthy, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how he plays, how he fits in. Actually, Kansas City. I think that's a very good move. As much as you hate Kansas City, and I know you, I think it's very good.
Here's the deal. I don't hate Kansas City necessarily. What I just don't
Hate the
like
Mahomes
their,
hype. Hate the Mahomes hype, and you know what
yes,
they're pretty
yes.
much all about.
Like,
I
I
get it,
still
get
think
it.
I still think he's a top quarterback in this league, but it's a fucking mediocre league.
Yeah.
That's what people need to understand.
Yeah,
It's
I really don't think quarterbacks are what.
No,
they don't make
and-
him like this no more. Like,
or
that's all I'm
fucking Joe
saying.
Montana.
yeah,
Like-
yeah, even further back. Yeah.
Like, I get into arguments with this all the fucking time with Joe Montana and Tom Brady comparison. Very close competition wise, but at the end of the day, Joe Montana hasn't thrown a Super Bowl pick.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning towards the motherfucker that has never thrown a Super Bowl pick in his career and undefeated in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I know injuries kind of derailed his career in a way that led to his departure to KC, but
Draft Center presented by
that's
FedEx
another thing. The
returns you to
Chief
Detroit.
Queendom
So
done
pick is
done
in
realize
the
that
49ers, which means the final pick in
fucking-
the first round of this 2024 NFL draft.
you know,
to the Buffalo
Joe
Bills
Montana
is
played
now
for
in the
y'all, and y'all
process of
act like
being made. We are just under 10 minutes left. to
Patrick
go there
Mahomes
for
is
the
better
Bills
than
to
Joe
make that
Montana.
32nd and final.
It's
pick
so
selection.
unreal.
But number 31. We're on the cusp of learning who that's going to be, and this is an
Looks like
interesting
Lizzo
one
and
here,
her
Bucky,
sister are
because at
performing on
31,
stage.
We've seen a run on defense here in the second half. Of
Yeah, I'm
this
far
first
behind,
round.
guys. I'm sorry. I wish
Corners
that it
are
was
still out there.
accurate,
Kool-Aid
you know.
McKinstry's still out
So that
there.
way I
It's
can
all
Talked
good.
about Ennis Rakestraw
All
maybe
good.
getting into the
All
first.
the
Yeah.
Saints have
We've
worked
had the
their
defensive lineman Johnny
Oh,
Newton is still
definitely.
out there. I think the edge guys have mostly gone at
It'd
this
be
point.
fucking
Yeah, the board has been
fantastic
picked
if
clean and
We've
our
already
timing
tied the
was
record for offensive
spot on
tackles.
somehow.
8 have gone.
But
Yeah.
Center's still
YouTube,
there, and
I don't know
JPJ
how it is
Jackson,
with
Powers Johnson.
Twitch. Is it the
I
same
think-
way?
I think
Or
in the-
is-
Yeah, yeah. There's always gonna be.
they would prefer to have
Okay.
an offensive tackle. If
There's got to
there's no
be
offensive
something to
tackle, there
fix
has
that
to be one of
because
the
people are going to
corners.
think, what the
Think about
fuck is he
Kool-Aid
talking
and his
about?
Straw,
Until you
and his
explain what
typically what would happen
someone on
is
the outside,
we
but
would watch
it's going to,
the
it should
actual
be someone in
draft.
the defensive
I've-
backfield because they
like with
really
me.
struggled in that area
Yeah.
Like,
last season,
and
and
that
then
way
maybe
you
they can
could
come back and
react to
attack
it.
the offensive tackle.
You're watching it
position
through the
on day
YouTube
two.
channel.
Does the issues with Brandon Knight
It's
Yeah,
just
that makes
natural.
sense.
determine what
Yeah,
they need
it's-
to do here? Do they view
It's
him
natural.
as a potential
It's something I
move
should have
maybe
told you
on
to
day
do
2
for
of
time.
the draft? Did they
but,
keep him throughout the draft?
Yeah.
think that
That's all
a
right.
player of that caliber,
That's
I
something
usually
just-
watch.
Ayuk and or Debo Samuel, who had
This is a
come
nice
back in
setup.
great
Special-
conversation lately. You would have seen a trade
Yeah.
like that for a
Day
team
one.
Also,
tonight.
the
Probably the
biggest
biggest
game,
surprise-
right?
Typically so.
Probably the
You
biggest
don't want
surprise to
new
me
contracts, and there's a
is
sliding scale of more
Atlanta
money you have to pay,
staying
the
with their
less value you
pick
get with
to
draft
draft a
picks. So
quarterback.
you could use him as draft capital for.
Did not
for
understand that.
trade
Still
capital to
don't
get an
understand
early
that.
second round pick. Really, what I'm asking though is.
I hope
would
Michael
you look
Penix
at
gets an
AD Mitchell?
opportunity at
Yeah.
some
Would be the
point,
guy
but
that you say, okay,
I
we
doubt
can
it.
bring him in here
For-
in place of Juan Jennings and have him eventually take over for Brandon Ayuk. I think it's a bit of a
It
long
looks
shot
really good
based
on my.
the need of
Yeah,
talent.
Roger's gone.
The
As
playmaker
good
around him. We'll see if
as
they're proven right.
AD Mitchell.
that does
And let
it
me
for
tell you,
Carolina.
man, I think
There
the
were
Bills really
no
did
second rounder,
screw
no
up.
third
here.
rounder. That
Yeah.
was going to be their pick.
They
That
could
was
have
a good
gotten
pick for them.
They
AD
got
Mitchell
39,
easily,
they had
but they
39.
decided not to.
So
That doesn't do it for them. They're still drafting.
pretty ludicrous
You're
fucking
100%
decision making.
right. I think
That's
I've
for
already-
sure.
Pretty.
You
It's
know
been
why I
a
say that? 'Cause
ludicrous
I've already
first
given
round.
them,
You know,
Edrin Cooper.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm
Congratulations.
glad. I
There it
called
is.
In my mock
Xavier
draft-
Worthy
Hey,
going in the
teaser
first
for the
round.
Lance
I've
for
already,
sure.
my mock draft.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that
I
was-
tried to do a mock draft second.
Yeah,
round,
pretty
and
of
stayed
I did
all
too.
night long for you guys, and so I will
Really
have
think-
that out. I'll finish it tonight.
Yeah, I'm
Edrin
just
Cooper's
really
already been drafted
disappointed that
by
AD
the,
Mitchell didn't get fucking
Carolina
picked
Panthers
up.
at 39. So
That's-
congratulations
that's-
to Texas A&M's
Yeah.
Edrin Cooper and to the Panthers for getting that.
That's
speedy
fucking
linebacker.
crazy that
so we
nobody
don't
wanted it
have the details
in the
I
first
agree.
round.
Yeah, I agree.
That's same thing with
Um,
Devontae Sweat.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of hurt himself from the first round, but
Yeah.
man, what a crazy draft.
Yeah. I agree.
Um,
I agree. Well, TJ, you got any last remarks as we close up here? I kind of let you have the floor, brother.
well, are we still gonna talk about our stuff?
I was thinking we'll probably, it is late. I was thinking
Okay.
we do that. Are you gonna be available tomorrow?
Yeah, we could do it tomorrow.
I think we should dedicate a talk box. I really do.
Yeah. yeah,
Caleb,
definitely.
if you're watching, we would love to have you here, man. But we're sorry pray you're doing well,
And
man.
he tried, folks. He tried to come on.
He did.
Just technical issues. But
He did.
what I'm about to say has nothing to do with football, has nothing to do with the draft. Although it was a fantastic draft experience. We had fun watching the draft. Jamo's first draft. Special. More to come for that. But what I want to talk about is something that happened yesterday. That I saw on Twitter X, and pardon me. I'm getting tired of people protesting. And what do I mean by that? Tired of people protesting for countries that they don't even live in. They may have the same religious value as that country, but you don't live in Palestine. You don't live in Israel. We got bigger problems here in the United States, dog. We got bigger fucking problems in the United States right now with fentanyl. Our border crisis is a fucking joke. Fucking homelessness is at an all-time rate or all-time high. But yet we're worried about other people from different countries that we've never, ever dealt with before. personally. If you ask me what I am, anti-Palestinian or anti-Israeli, I'm going to say no. I'm pro-American. I'm pro-United States of America. And I'm just sick and tired of all these fucking clowns that are in campuses trying to fucking hold up everything, or in traffic holding up everything for a fucking protest that has nothing to do with their livelihoods. If they want that shit, go to that fucking country then. See if they don't chop your fucking fingers off. And I'm not saying all countries do that. I'm just saying, if you believe in something, actually go make a fucking difference in that country and do something about it. Don't fucking protest on our fucking soil. I'm fucking tired of that shit, man. I shouldn't have to fucking wake up every morning, fucking see that there's anti-Palestinian or pro-Palestinian or pro-Israeli or or anti-Israeli, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care. What I give a shit about is making sure that our fucking country is in good health. Right now, our country is at an all-time fucking low. But yet we're worried about other people. We're giving people money. We're giving people from Ukraine money. Meanwhile, Maui is getting fucked over. We're giving people from fucking Palestine money, but yet people in Chicago are getting fucked over. We're giving people to Israel, or giving money to Israel, but guess what? People in Corpus Christi are struggling. We can't, motherfuckers could barely buy a fucking gas right now. Do you know how insane that is, to where our government cares about others before our civilians? Think about that, folks. Just think about that. Stop supporting shit that doesn't even matter in this country. What matters is our country and what is going on within our country. There's shit going on within our borders that nobody can comprehend right now. And the only person that I see doing shit is Governor Abbott, even though we bitch about him a lot. He's the only motherfucker that's doing shit. So why are we constantly protesting for shit that doesn't even matter within this country? I get it. Your religious values matter to you. I'm a Christian. My values matter to me. You may disagree with it, but don't sit there and try to force feed your bullshit. I'm not going to sit here and force feed Christianity to an atheist, because what you're doing is putting a religion instead of your faith over over somebody that doesn't really need it. Like, enough's enough with the protesting bullshit. I'm just keeping it 100, dog. About sick and tired of this fucking protesting shit. It happened in University of Texas at Austin. It happened at USC. And you're seeing the Texas State Troopers whoop the shit out of these fucking kids, and they get fucking victimized, or they're trying to play victim because they fucking try to push on the cops, but the cops were beating them with fucking batons. That's what happens when you mess with them motherfuckers. Stop protesting in a violent manner. You know what? If you want to protest, protest over there in Palestine. Protest over there in Israel. I don't give a fuck. Get it away from my fucking country. I'm tired of that shit. What I care about is what's going on here in our country, our people, our borders, our gas, our food, everything. I see prices rising up on candy, dog. $3.99 for fucking Hershey's chocolate bar. Come on, bro. Like, quit fucking caring about others and care about our country. That's all I ask. Now, you can take it or leave it. And to the fucking pussy that blocked me from even speaking to him like a fucking gentleman, go fuck yourself. Want to add on anything, Jamo? Intervene. Yeah, go ahead.
I am so sorry, guys. Wow. Why was my mic doing that? I think it's my connection. So I'm gonna restart. All right. So typically, right? I was getting blocked by my microphone. So I'm gonna shorten it up by saying I'm a Destiny 2. I play a lot of Destiny on my own channel. And so if you ever want to watch me, twitch.tv/gojam. And in 2022, me and my buddy Richard had the opportunity to go to a convention called Gamer Expo. It's all about Destiny 2 players and players of all like games or whatever, mainly Destiny 2, coming together and trying to work something out. At that convention, somebody by the name of Kenny Vaccaro, who you may know from the NFL, Kenny Vaccaro. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I really don't give a fuck. So, and I hope he's doing well. I mean no ill will. I'm gonna keep it very professional. Like he was a player in the NFL and everything. I hope his financial situation. But I want to let something be. So right now, the organization that is operating under his name, known as Gamers First, is under scrutiny right now. Because apparently they have had a bunch of failure to pay their content creators, failure to pay people who have loaned them money. Namely, a content creator known by the name of Triple Wreck, who started a company known as Evolve PC, was the main reason incident. He got loaned a lot of money by a lot of content creators in the Destiny 2 community, and has been operating off of those ever since. Now, like I said, I don't mean any ill will to those people at all, but I do think what they are doing is wrong. When you make a commitment to pay something, and knowing that wow, I said Venny. I'm tired, guys. Sorry. Kenny Vaccaro, being a former NFL player, we all know and acknowledge that he has the money to pay these. He is not. So I'm sitting here and I'm calling you out, Kenny. I'm calling you out wrongdoings. And even though the money was technically loaned to Triple Rec, I do believe that the financial responsibility falls a little. Reason why, because Triple Rec's company was absorbed back in the beginning of 2023 by Gamers First. So I believe if he had the ability and the money to absorb Triple Rec's company at the time, I think it's only fair that Kenny also be somewhat responsible for paying all these content creators. So I'm calling you out, Kenny. I know your lifestyle and I've seen it. I don't approve of it, and whether or not my approval is the equation, that's neither here nor there. What I am calling you out on is we know that you have the financial assets to do what needs to be, and you're that simple, that easy. These content creators, they loaned you money in good, and they wanted to see your organization. It has not. It is time to cut loose. It is time to make good on your financial assets. It's time to, I guess, in some way, form, or fashion, reputation as much as it can be. My trust in you and your organization has been lost, as well as the case with many other content creators. I don't think that you are operating as the head of any esports. That's the way I look at it. So I'm calling you out. You need to pay up. You need to, in good faith, let these content creators know that you have some form of commitment body in your mind, in your more. Right now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You're not operating morality of an NFL. And to me, a former NFL player should be committed to anything they set their mind. Commitment also requires respect, and you have not shown inkling responsibility towards paying these content creators, giving them their due diligence, like they. So, time to pay up, time to do what needs to be. If that means that you're no longer head of G1, I think that's a good trade-off because you. And I think G is a failure, and I really don't respect the way that you handled this. I really don't respect the way that you have treated content that work. Everybody that works, somebody does get paid, especially in the country. I believe that is a problem. Not pay your. I really. So, and especially pay the people who gave you money. And so, yeah, I feel like this has to be said to honor your commitment. Pay up. Like that's all that needs. I'm calling you out. Pay up. Thank you.
And also, Kenny Vaccaro, I'm not really surprised. I'm really not. Irresponsible, fucking. He grew up on the Mac Brown last bit of Mac Brown's coaching career at Texas. Liked him as a safety, but he was just average. And also he was also a shitbird, so I could have told you that, Jamo.
Yeah.
But yeah, well said, by the way. Well said. It's bullshit when people take advantage of others. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's like on accident or not intentional, it's still bullshit. You're taking advantage of Jamo's money. You're taking advantage of.
Oh, I want to clarify. I was not involved in this.
No. I'm just.
I wasn't even
yeah.
approached. I wasn't even approached, but I personally know people that did pay money. People that I met at the convention paid money to this to guys. And like it's a hard area to assess because I don't think these guys truly meant any ill will, but regardless, they bear the responsibility. I'm not here to defame Kenny Vaccaro. I'm not here to saying this to be like, hey, listen, like I hate you and everything you stand for. That is not what I am saying. And if you guys are getting this out of it, then if you guys are getting this out of what I'm saying, then I have failed. And I feel that way. What I'm saying is, Kenny Vaccaro, you are responsible to pay your content creators. You are responsible to pay those that have worked for you and that have loaned you money so that you did not sink. You owe that to people that did kindly give you money. If that means you have to go under for a little bit, so be it. You are the head of an organization. Right now, that organization is going under. You need to be a good leader. You need to represent your old organization, the NFL, well. That's what this channel is all about, right? We're all about looking at NFL players, looking at how they lead, looking at their leadership styles and what they show us every day, which is commitment to the cause. Your commitment to the cause needs to be paying back these people that loaned you money. Paying back these people that in good faith believed in your mission. And right now, you haven't shown them inkling of that. You haven't shown an inkling of responsibility, and I'm calling you out on that. Again, no hatred, Kenny Vaccaro, or anybody involved with G1. That's not what I'm here to do. In fact, to the people who worked with G1, even to Triple Rec and Kenny themselves, I hope you guys are okay. I really do. Because, I've been there. I've known what it's like not to have money. I know it sucks. But the thing that I don't understand at all is not paying people who you have a financial responsibility to pay. That's the thing that I don't understand. You enter a commitment and you say you will have this done by the due date. You will have this done by the deadline. Grenader Jake specifically. I'll probably link the video in this video. If I don't detach this video from the draft special, then I'll link it here. If I do, then I'll just link it to that video. This snippet of video will probably be on my channel. But again, I'm not meaning to spread hate. This is not an I hate G1 rant. In fact, I love G1. I loved what they were all about when they were an organization. They gave people a chance to compete at GCX. They gave people a chance to compete against the best of the best. What I did not realize that they were not paying their players, that they were not paying the people who decided to give them loans. Grenader Jake is actually the one that brought this up. He apparently loaned $100,000 to Triple Rec, keep his PC company afloat, and the PC company got reacquired by G1, so therefore the financial responsibility fell on G1 at that moment in time. Triple Rec does bear some financial responsibility in that, but since the company got absorbed, it is now on both parties to pay up. And I know good and well the salaries that NFL players make, that it's enough to cover them for 30, 40 years if you do it right. Even more. And as much as Kenny played, I know he has the money to cover it. And if he doesn't, there's an even bigger problem that needs to be addressed, which is his style of spending, lifestyle. Because you can't live that kind of lifestyle and not be working a big-time job in some way, form, or capacity. I understand Dreams are dreams. I understand that people want to go for their dreams. That's all well and good. You have to have the financial backing to do it. Fair? So, like I said, not a rant. I've said it 5 times in this video. Say it a 6. Not a rant about hating G1. Rant about Kenny Vaccaro taking responsibility for actions of those under. Kenny Vaccaro, if you are by some chance watching this, you need to pay up. You need to take responsibility for things that you've done. You need to be show us all what a good fair.
And also back to the Palestine and Israel thing. It's not to spread hate on either country or religious value. It's care about your own country before others. I'm tired of dealing with this shit every fucking day where we see a protest go on and it blocks traffic. I'm putting this on record right now. If anybody blocks me from going to my destination for a fucking protest for fucking Palestine or Israel, you better be ready to run from a fucking 2022 Ford F-150. Because I ain't stopping.
Oh, hell no. Damn, bro.
I'm telling you, that fucking law is going to pass at some point where if motherfuckers keep holding up traffic because of stupid protests that has nothing to do with this country, even then, if it was about our country, why would you even protest on a fucking highway, first of all? And I ain't the only one that's been saying this shit. A lot of people have fucking talked about this shit. Coach JB has said it on record. I will act like I'm looking at my phone, running over fucking people, you know? And I can't blame him. You got fucking idiots out there lining up for something that they have no part in. And you know what's crazy to me? It's fucking liberal white people that's doing it. Liberal white people doing this shit. And this ain't a conservative show. It's a football show. It's not a political show. It's a football show. Just to keep it on record. But this show, we keep it real. We have opinions on shit that we need to talk about sometimes. And this is part of that. This is my message to say, quit fucking protesting over shit that you can't change if you're not able to change it. It all ties in with the G1 thing, you know? Take responsibility of your own shit and not other people's shit. With vice versa with Kenny and Vaccaro. Take care of your people, dog. But being a fucking shitbird.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
goddamn. Fucking a grown-ass man that's 33 years old that started a company and acts like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, basically. We had this conversation.
Yeah, we did. And you know, like, it's unfortunate that it has come to this. Like I said, I hope that Triple Rec, I hope that Kenny themselves are. I am actually, like, I talked to Triple Rec at GCX and he's genuinely a guy. Triple Rec is a genuine, and I feel like genuinely, you know, he's not the person that I am most angry at because he tried to run a company, like, you know, it just fell through. It fell through, you know? So he did what any good business, any good, like, advisor would do. He didn't have the funds to keep going, so he got absorbed into G1, Gamers First. Had money at the time. They don't have money anymore because, or at least that's the impression that is given, because Kenny his lifestyle is very. He does not live within it, or at least that's the impression that. If I'm getting a bad impression, I apologize for that bad impression. But the way that I saw him, he does not live within that. That's from observing various social media posts. That's from observing him in person. It seems like he wants to make it seem like he has a lot of money. Which if he's an NFL player, then should, right? Well, okay. Why haven't you paid your people? Why haven't you paid for the facilities side in? Why haven't you paid for the content creators? Why haven't you paid back the content creators that willingly gave a company that now resides under King money? That seems like a very easy thing to be able to do. Apparently, it's done. Now, this was an investment gone bad because I imagine facilities and whatnot, and maybe, the accessories to be able to make an esports facility might cost a lot of money, right? I get that. I understand that. Here's the thing, though. If you did not reject problems, right, you always want to have a fallback. Like, I just don't get why you would enter in have a fallback. I mean, obviously, at least one of the content creators. Thank God Grenader Jake is smart because like a lot of the content creators that are on Twitter right now complaining about this issue, they don't have any ground to stand on because they didn't do it like with the proper paperwork. Grenader Jake did. Yeah. His legal team is taking action, and that's appropriate in this case. I feel like that's very. If I were giving someone, if I had $100,000 to give, and I gave it to someone, you bet your ass that I would have legal paperwork to back up every that transaction, every facet of that transaction. It's like I'm giving you $100,000. We are signing a contract. It's like we saw today with the NFL draft. If I'm going to invest in, like we talked about last week, the pre-draft special, if I'm investing in something, I want to know that that product is good. If not, I want to have assurances to make sure that I am going to get my money back. I'm going to get my money back in some fashion because I'm pretty much bending myself over to give you this money. And it's like, yeah, I at this juncture, if I'm not going to get, if I want my money back, I want, if I lend somebody $100,000, it's like, I want it back at some point. If I loan somebody $1,000 or $100,000 at some point, I want it back at some point. That's $100,000 that I might need in the future, especially that big an amount. Like, and people have been saying all over Twitter, like, why'd you give that amount of money? It's too high. Grenader Jake is trying to be a good person and help a brother out. Like, if he's got that kind of money, I don't see any flaw in his logic. He was trying to help. Grenader Jake is probably one of the best members of the Destiny 2. And I will go on record saying that because he helps people with trials. He helps people with financial situations. He does a lot to make sure that people like terminal disease, get enjoyment, out of playing Destiny 2. He goes to make sure that people that are, don't have a lot of opportunity in life get opportunity to, enjoy video games such as Destiny 2, whatever, they play. And he's a good person. And I feel like that's very good quality to have, and I don't see any flaw in his logic. But yeah, I definitely take some. Right now, the G1 page, from what I last saw, the last time I checked was, I believe, yesterday. The G1 page has gone down. It's no longer available. G1 store is offline. The social media accounts are still running, but have not been posted since the end of 20. So it seems like, I mean, and the more you do, the unfortunate thing is the more you do that, you go into the dark as a company, the more it seems like a scam. Have to say something. Have to address, and be like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the lawsuits, or it's going to, like, pay back the content creator. You have to do something. You can't just leave it dark, because now it's looking even more like a scam. It's like, if I'm running a company, that's rule number one, is I'm never going to be non-community. I'll at least make a last post like saying, hey guys, Gamers First is done. Like, we got to pay back everybody and we got to dissolve. That's it. We're going bankrupt, and yeah. Much it. Sorry guys. Because right now it just looks like you're running.
One more question, and this pertains to last week, Jamo. I'm gonna wait until my face shows up. Okay. So, question for you. Did that look like a slave auction to you?
No, dude. No. No, it didn't.
Oh my God. Like, see what I'm talking about, guys? Like, fucking people listen to a guy like Colin Kaepernick and say that was a slave auction, but I'm sure he'll point it out to a different direction. Like, well, this is just no, that's not it either. You're a fucking idiot. Go get educated. Break up with that fucking broad that you're with. Fucking talking about your family being racist and shit, and how white people are racist and shit. Now the NFL is racist. Like, there's instances where the NFL had race issues, but motherfucker was on top of the world and got figured out. Shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, sorry guys, we were late earlier, but we kicked it up and we kicked the fucking draft specials ass.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, burps going on. I want to thank Jamo for coming on and actually doing this draft. Pardon me.
Dang.
Actually doing this. Yeah, I'm good. Lost my voice today. Doing this draft special, it looks immaculate. Wonderful. We're going to do a lot of things to the PMP that you're going to notice more and more and more of the change. And again, this is the off-season route where we're just chilling right now. Once the season starts, that's when we're going to hit heavy. We're not going to be consistently week by week until the actual games start. Like, next week we'll do a video, but after that it'll just be back to normal, to where it's bi-weekly, But yeah, we'll get Caleb back on here.
Yeah.
At some point.
Hey, the thing you guys need to understand about Caleb, too, if I may interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
It may seem. I mean, it's obvious that Caleb is not here. Beginning, I want you guys to know that's going, and that's not of anything, like that we.
Yeah, it's not that
encountering. He's just got a lot of family stuff going on, and his time is very limited. It's even more limited than me, and I'm in school. But we understand. It's like, and Caleb, if you're watching, like we wish we could have you here, brother, but we understand. It's like it's hard managing a family. Like we're two single guys right here. Like
why do you think I'm still single? I don't want a family yet.
Given the same situation, I mean, I probably would have been like, I have to go. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. Like, you got a responsibility, and that's exactly what I'm talking about when I mention responsibility. You know, it's like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to call the fun stuff off to do things that you are responsible for. Life's
Yeah.
about having fun, yeah, but it's also about being able to back up what you're responsible for. As a man, I feel like that's like manhood 101. Realistically.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like that is manhood 101. If you are not backing up responsible for, then honestly, I lose.
Oh, definitely. And
So
yeah, but yeah, Caleb will be back on at some point. Like I said, we're gonna try to bring guests on. I have a guest in mind. He's actually attending North Texas this season. He was the co-holder for the national record for receiving touchdowns in a single season.
nice.
In high school. So I want to try to bring him on to our show and just kind of pick off of what's different between high school and the spring game. What's different between college and high school football, you know?
Yeah,
Little,
that would be awesome.
Little stuff like that. And wouldn't hurt to like nudge at him and say, hey, try to get some more college kids in our podcast so we can interview them. Maybe a position coach, maybe hell, your head coach at some point, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm real excited to see what this kid can do on Saturdays. Well, in his case, probably Thursdays and Saturdays, because he's in the G6 conference, is what they like to call it, or the Power 6 conference, the American Conference. But yeah, we had a great time tonight. I lost my voice a little bit.
Hey man, that only means we had a lot of fun, you know?
Oh, definitely. And I am battling a fucking mucus problem. So I stuck it out like a warrior. Kick that motherfucker's ass. And I'm very glad that we did this show today. It was late, but we did it. All your hard work and dedication towards this draft special. You took it like a champ. Excuse me again. You took it like a champ. You kicked ass tonight. And you got to be a voice too. So yeah, that was awesome.
By the way, for those of you are wondering, I will be putting kind of like Ant on. I just want to kind of we've talked about it. That issue hit me hard, especially since it has to do with football and sports. You know,
it all ties in together.
See happening more commonly. Like, you know, if you're gonna do that, then be financially responsible. You know, that's you know, like
exactly.
just don't be a shithead. Be financially responsible. Like, that's all you have to do, and look out for the guys that show you love. You know, like that's it. So yeah. But yeah, it's been great. I'm glad that this draft special honestly blew last year's out of the water. I know anything we would have done would have blown it out of the water, but like, dude, like, I mean, this one pretty much did. Absolutely. Even though we started late, it was still really good. So,
yeah, great quality. YouTube didn't shut us down right away.
Yeah, that's because I had to block everything, bro. Like, I had to block all the fucking, like, views and stuff.
Bad motherfucker, dude. I'm telling you. You have the best producer and slash editor.
I'm far from that, but I'm learning. I'm learning, bro.
He's improving every day. That's why I say baddest motherfucker around. But anyways, it's been past bedtime for a lot of us here
Yes,
in the
sir.
Coastal Canyon. and Reno, Nevada, and all these different parts of the world. Thank you guys for watching the Pigskin Mafia Podcast, the PMP Draft Special 2024.
Woo!
I'm TJ Riddell, signing off.
You're out.
Top.
Peace.